Good morning. Happy Valentine's Day. Love is in the air. And for someone like Zephyr, love of Apex Legends is in the air. Kindly Monkey, congratulations on being first today. BvC, good to see you. I had someone in my chat asking about Oklahoma yesterday. Your mic has reverb? 1 second. I know why. And there you go. Shouldn't have reverb anymore. Matthew Moose, welcome. Speed Demon, welcome. Kylie Monkey, let me know if that sounds a little bit better. I know I honestly I could delete some of those now. But yeah. Good morning. Good morning to all of you. Good morning to those of you in the West Coast where it's 9 a.m. Good morning to those of you in... It still has reverb? Why would it still have reverb? That doesn't make sense. All right, 2 seconds. I'm going to listen to myself. All right, Test. 2 seconds. I'm going to listen to myself. All right, you guys are screwing with me. You guys are screwing with me. You guys are screwing with me. Elixirs, welcome. What you looking at, punk? Good morning, Vietnam. All right, there you go. You're getting partial low energy Zephyr. Is Purdue Black playing? Purdue Black should be playing today. Zephyr just woke up. I know, crazy. He only woke up an hour ago. How irresponsible. But after last night, I was just so tired. Is Purdue Black bad? Not in this lobby, punk. Someone, you woke up 38 minutes ago? That's fair. Someone tell Punked what we say about Purdue Black. What do we say? What do we typically say about Purdue Black? Huh? There we go, Matthew. There we go. Oh my God. Yeah. Black to black. That's actually hard. Walked down is low-key, low-kirk genuinely walked down. No shit is a great fucking line. Okay? I'm just the GOAT. Speed Demon, thank you so much for the 25 stream streak. You cannot make that shit up. That is insane. 25 streams in a row. I would suck you off if I could. And I can't. But I do understand. Oh! Kindly Monkey overtakes him immediately. Almost instantaneously. I don't know if there's something better than getting sucked off. But Kindly Monkey has stepped in and said, fuck you to Speed Demon. I am the benefactor. Band for band. That's right. Speaking of which, what's good, Soares? Welcome. I hope to have you all day long today, my sweet, succulent Iowa State friend. It is time to start the timer. Guys, I'm going to... No client data found. No client data found. The subathon timer is broken. Time me out? Time out? I could time you out. All right. Well, this is not good, guys. The subathon timer. Should we play real today? Fuck no. What are you talking about? Take off your shirt and run down some fucking idiots. We're thinking about not running it down. Why would you ever slow down the grace of God upon these teams, Dom, and playing a real comp? Where is Muskingham's logo at? Current Mud, I have yet to have the time to put together additional background logos. I do appreciate that, though. I've only had the time to put in so many. Okay, yeah, Dom, I want you to butt fuck them. All right, I want you to hit them so fucking hard that they fart silently for the rest. Speed Demon, thank you so much for the subscription. We're sitting at now a 4-month subscriber streak for you, Speed. I really appreciate that. Big thank you. Big love. Game 1, play it like it's Pro League. No, Chud Boy. Play it like you want them to die. What are we doing? Come on, you're better than this. Wow, this really sucks. The subathon timer is broken. No client data found. Let me try to open this shit up on Google Chrome and just see if that works. Sign in with Twitch. All right, I'm going to quickly sign in on Twitch over here. The quality isn't good, Dom. That's your answer, bud. All right. Let me do this. Is KSU Kindly Monkey Pro League tier? No, but Limbox maybe. You know, you got to pay your respects to Limbox. That guy's a real stud. And the rest of you, you've yet to catch up. Okay? Rage bait? No, not quite rage bait. Fuck RJ. Alright. The day I wanted to run out the subathon timer, we might have to do this unofficially. So, the subathon timer is broken. It has decided to die just today. I cannot launch the subathon timer from a different service. I can try my phone one last time. That's the last thing I can come up with, I guess. Can you make a new one? This late? Probably not. At this point, I might just have to... I just might have to run it down naturally. Alright, I'm going to log in on my phone, see if that does it before the game starts. We are on a 5-minute delay, so who gives a shit? Okay. Log in, enter the code for my authenticator app. 10-hour timer on the phone. Not going to lie, that's not a bad idea. And then just keep moving it up. 866. 866. 853. I do not have permission to sign in. Access denied. Error. Subathon.com. I think the website has simply just broken, guys. Literally today, it has broken. There is no way to do it. If someone has maybe like a Nightbot subathon or something very, very recent or new that I can use, I can do that. But other than that, it's kind of chalked. It's kind of chalked from the get-go. Clock, stopwatch, timers. I'm just going to start one right now at 35 minutes. So I do have a timer going now. But damn, that's a really unfortunate start to the day. Purdue is not in this lobby? Oh, fuck. I just wasn't paying attention then. Guys, not gonna lie. No Purdue. We only have Fisher College. Purdue is not joining us today in this lobby. Tune into my stream for the best overlay ever. Well, all right, Enlightened. Let's go to Enlightened's account. Here you go, everybody. Enlightened is currently streaming. He is live. He is not live. He's on a 5-minute delay, and he is not live. Darquisha's duo with a sub while Key is at a funeral. Oh, rest in peace. That sucks. Okay. In 5 minutes? I don't got 5 minutes, boy. In 5 minutes? All right, when you tell me to go look at something, I want to look at it immediately, okay? I want to pop into your High Guard stream See this shit. Why are you rage baiting me? Why are you goon baiting me at the beginning of my day? I don't have time for this.
One's right here. They're moving. They're moving. Huge damage.
Matt,
I will say that.
One dead over here. This side. I'm watching this side. Y'all got that? Y'all got that? Right. Huge damage. Push.
This shit still makes me fucking laugh, man.
I gotta knock.
Johnny, thank you for the 15 stream streak, bud. I really appreciate it. Anyways, we're going to see some teams in the lobby today. Notably, Fisher is going to be the best team here. A couple of notable standouts who have done well recently. University of Houston, Kennesaw State, St. Clair, if it's the one I think it is, SNHU if you like fishy, or no, sorry, SNHU if you like psycho, Oklahoma, and then Colorado State University. Those are the only teams that I would give a shit about in terms of this competition. The rest of them are ass, right? The rest of them are about to get butt fucked, okay? I mean, yeah, sometimes UCF's okay. Sometimes CS Dominguez Hill's been good, but they kind of have been screwing the pooch these last few weeks. Ottawa absolutely shit the bed yesterday, but who knows? The chance to turn it around is oh so available. We got 6 games going here. We're going to start on Storm Point. The real thing I'm going to be looking at is I hope Dom is absolutely sending it today. Actually, let's just go to Dom's stream. Let's listen. It's on a 5-minute delay. Why did I think it was going to be anything? Hey, DUIM bullet bait. I am bullet bait. Thank you for the follow. My goat. Oh my gosh. Let me pause, resume. Oh, this isn't good. All right, so now I'm at 10:46. I have to manually do the timer today because the original one broke. Can you believe that? Bullet bait. Thank you so much. Pick a color for the sign behind me, by the way. If you would mind. Give me a cute little sign. Give me a cute little color for the sub sign, brother. I need you to pick one. Limbox broke the timer twice. Well, he hasn't subbed today. There is no additional Limbox subs here. Can you link the overstat? Overstat is already linked. It is !now or leaderboard. As always, in chat, !now or leaderboard. So, Interceder's not woken up. Well, no Oklahoma today. I cannot believe some of these kids just don't wake up at all. Purple. All right. Purple for I am bullet bait. There's not a lot of room on the sign anymore, bullet bait. I'm going to put you right here next to not core you. I am bullet bait. There you go. A nice, pretty, and beautiful name on the subathon. You've now put us up to 10 hours, 44 minutes. Cannot make that shit up. I'm gonna look for a subathon plugin real quick. Okay. Well, let me see if I can do this. Games are going to start here very, very shortly. Okay. Seconds per 500 bits. Seconds donos. T1 subscription added. 15 minutes is, what? 60 times 15, so 900. Okay. There we go. Very nice. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not seeing a way for me to do it. I need like an automatic one. I've seen that one. I mean, Stream Elements has one, but I don't use Stream Elements. Stream Elements also shit the bed recently. Guys, why does everything die the day I decide to do it? I mean, that's just the best. It's the best of you. Well, that really sucks because now I can't even change the timer up above, so I'm just might as well delete it. No more subathon there. Matches are starting here in like 2 seconds. No subs there. Get rid of this timer. There you guys go. Get rid of this timer as well. Yeah. All right. No more official timer to be seen. Instead, we're just going to have to keep it lean and mean. Direct understanding, okay? We got to take a look at that shit point blank every step of the way now. All right. I will pin the scoreboard for you, Coco, while we wait. All right. First game of the day. Now, it looks like SNHU Blue are going to be starting off as a duo. Colorado State University, St. Clair College, also as duos to start your morning off. I don't know if the UCF Knights Academy are, but either way, I'm looking for a 6-game dub for Fisher Esports. That's like my favorite thing to watch. They're down there all the way at Team 18. Slothulas, Dom, Cracked, and Golden. They are the pinnacle, the face-forward success that is Collegiate Apex. I should get a water at some point. I'll tell you what. I definitely need a water. Just keep looking. That's just GitHub.
Barrel stabilizer here. Level 3.
R99 here.
Yeah, backpack here. Backpack here.
Alright. Well, shit's chopped.
Backpack here.
We'll see how things go. The saving grace right now is that Fisher will be starting with nobody next to them in the devastated coast. The closest teams are CSU Dominguez Hills and Northern Arizona University. I'm going to take 2 seconds. I'm going to get myself a water. UCF Knights Academy and LATC Diamond could fight here in the North Path.
Enemy spotted. Close.
Watching over there.
No surprises here. LATC, they start with a little bit of a fight, and that's going to lead into maybe even a complete wipe here in just a moment. Back up to the zip line. Now they've got that catalyst door on lock. UCF Knights Academy Black up above for now. All the time in the world to play this one out. The gas traps are going to lock this one in, and for LATC, they kind of cemented themselves with not much room to get out here. UCF are also playing the interior at any given time and could look for the full send, too. Nade spam on the door. Big Burns, double up 2. Fuzz has been spotted as a solo dolo. No knock for Fuzz, but the response for the rest of the UCF roster is lightning quick here. Diamond now down to 2 in a 1v2 situation. Kepler almost completely down. It is up to Croissant. Oh, the steal is oh so too separated there. Trying to stick the revive. That will be a re-knock down. But the problem is they just got one of their members back up here. 32 damage. Croissant looking for the shield swap. Simply Fern tries to get the jump behind, but Croissant is just as quick here to get the knock. I mean, what are you doing? You're rotating for failure at that point.
We've got trouble.
Bogey there.
Alright. Lewis, you're where I put my water, buddy.
Got another bandit.
Colorado State University, I gave them credit before the start of the match today, and I did discuss how they are a team that could make their way to a first place finish. Problem is, they're going to be starting this one do-si-doing. All right, 2 players to at least begin our match series today. I don't know if that's going to be the case as we get through the rest of it. Oklahoma. We really don't see much of them. Cultural garlic. Good to see you. I hope I'll be doing well today as well. I've got a long day ahead of me, and I've just woken up. So, plenty of time ahead. But, you know, I love Apex Legends. That's the whole point. I love. Yo! One last remaining member for CSU, and they will be caught before they can take a dive here. Ferris State, they're going to wrap right behind this. That's going to be a quick moment. Got food, hydration. I've got my water. I've had a donut this morning, and I got this water. Looks like Kennesaw were chasing off one last remaining member of St. Clair. They were another team that was not in full force today. For University of Houston, big dubs, 102 for Malix there. Plant, though, with a quick response, and the rest of the Cougs have got to get involved. Muskingum University, very quick to get both of these knocks here. And for Houston, I mean, this is a talented roster. This is a very good roster. I'm surprised to see them out so early in this game. Lewis, I know you like looking at me, but do you want to sit on my lap? You're so tired. All right, low-key, that was genuinely, that was a sick camera angle. Shout out to Observer. That was so cool. I know it was by accident, but it was so cool. We'll check in with Fisher. There is a team nearby here, just outside of Lagoon area, and we could see them run into them. Northern Arizona is that roster. Now, they've heard the shots of the Prowlers. I don't know if that's going to lead to a fight. Remember, for this zone pull, we are heading over towards that checkpoint area. So we've got a way to go before we can actually get involved here. Ferris State and a couple of teams really taking their time in the barometer. UPRM, we just saw them get that wipe on to CSU here a second ago. For Ferris State, that's a huge chunk of damage on a huge shiny forehead there. Ivy from Muskingum, a drop on a Kennesaw, and that's going to be the Kennesaw recovery just as quickly. Burn for burn. UPRM, they're back to the center. SNHU and CSU Dominguez Hills are beginning to show up here in the other chunk of these fights. Northern Arizona, they might be in the eyes and guise of Fisher instead. Oh, shit. All right, if you guys weren't watching yesterday, every single time Fisher was playing in a map, they would literally just run shit down on a trident. They did not give a flying fuck about the lobby, the quality state, what was going on, etc. They were just simply saying, I'm going to hard dick them, run into teams, yada, yada, yada. I love you. I love you, Lewis. You're my Valentine today. Did you know that?
Yeah, enemy spotted.
He says stop.
Let's go there. 조심하자.
Okay, that's fair.
Pushing crews over there.
He didn't. Well, Muskingum did get that drop on the Kennesaw, but it doesn't lead to much more of a push. Remember, they actually have a very, very good handle on where this zone is going. Pulling towards that sided checkpoint can convert to a nice end game position for them. Down below, though, Mount Vernon Nazarene, MVNU, lying in wait here. could always potentially see themselves in
I see an
a
enemy
little bit
over
of a
there.
punishment ahead. Now, I don't know exactly what that could lead or mean, but with UCF Knights behind them, the chance for a pinch play is slowly evolving here towards the northern side of that checkpoint choke. We get a little bit of some early knowledge. While checkpoint is a high priority to teams that are looking at the bare minimum information of this zone, we do find out that we will be pulling back towards that bean area. Teams like Kennesaw State University playing center fiddle here. I mean, they got all the time in the world. U Ottawa from the interior. And honestly, I'd love to see a great return for U Ottawa after struggles yesterday. But I know it isn't as simple as that. UCF Knights now playing up to the high ground of checkpoint, musking him. They got the double door cross set up. All of those catalyst plants, those are going to come out and help him here. I don't know, I mean, realistically, what else will be expended but that? But hey, a job is a job. Plenty of teams still fighting their way in. Kennesaw's moved to the mill, of course. UCF Knights Academy there as well with the recovery for SNHU. The door is blasted off its hinges by year, but no direct peak yet. Catalyst here. Can't step back up and get a repair on this. Muskingham have to deal with the pressure from one side, which remember, this could always balloon into something greater depending on what angles they take. For the UCF Knights, though, they realize that this is a trying fight and not a sighing fight. So they're already going to be starting to head on their way down. For Oklahoma, a defense in Cito Station leads with easy to find flesh there. 2020s in a Maggie ball, and it's not much for Adopt. Oklahoma finally, Electric's picked off here. A 99 for our save, and a trade of a burn there in the face of the lifeline. Also a T-baller dead. Death Strider just as quickly down. And for South Nazarene University, they just don't get to play the game. It is going to be the follow-through, though, from UPRM. Here's the thing, though. Oklahoma is very healthy. That fight that they just took, only one member is down in terms of the flesh here. And Killua just got there here a second ago. There we go. Full health for Oklahoma. And given how quiet and the fact that UPRM is not really playing this out, I mean, it's just not a send. It's not an opportunity. Hey! Simply Farms. Good morning. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Collegiate Apex, and thank you for the follow. For Oklahoma, they're going to give a big, lovely, welcoming note to UPRM and send them off the high to Cito Station here. Killua already found out, and it wasn't much better for Shiny Forehead. Both of them on that low ground, and the burn will continue to separate them. They still find that knock on the huge Shiny Forehead. Oklahoma now, a 3v2 advantage. They just got information of that catalyst, and Adopt is just perfectly allowed to thread the needle here on getting around the cat wall. Another knock on the Killua, and that is one last remaining for UPRM. Oklahoma's are saved, pinging this one out as an evac tower will grace just a little bit of extra safety. Flying high through the sky, BvC will put Yuchin down here. My God, able to snipe that one out. Let's take a look at the north side of zone, because for UCF, Muskingham tries to run away, but this roster is so quick to get the knockdown here. Current Mud, the last remaining member of Muskingham, now forced to play this one out towards that choke. Hey, Silo, welcome back. Friend of the stream. And family, I would say. Let's take a look at U Ottawa, because they're going to catch this Oklahoma rotate here. I mean, they've made it to the top 13, but you got Ferris State over towards the height. They're going to try to slow out that play. And honestly, Ferris State has one of my favorite positions for this zone. The only problem is defending this position till the end of the game is nigh impossible there. Couple of trades between a little bit of Ferris, a little bit of CSUDH Cardinal, and it's a massive, building ascension there. CSU Dominguez Hills and Oklahoma both go down, and U Ottawa, they will try to punish that out on the rotate from Fisher to pick up some of those death boxes, but nothing more than that on top of the KP. North Park, Kennesaw here. The cover of Mill has been set in stone for a while now. UCF Knights Academy has also been here with Kennesaw since the beginning of this game. The only problem is now Mill's closing up. They've got a little bit of a foreclosure warning on the majority of the property, and they're going to say, you've got to... I was going to say excavate. It's not excavate. Defenestrate? Nope, that's shitting yourself, basically. Alright, whatever. Here we go. This guy making Apex players game on because he knows they got no game outside of the game.
I've got eyes on one of them over there.
Oh, I don't make them play. The college leagues make them play. So don't blame me. And here's the thing. Never forget, Zephyr is these players' Valentine, whether they like it or not. That's a terrible thing to say. I shouldn't say that. Lord Interceder's woken up. Hey, Oklahoma wasn't looking bad without Interceder. Meanwhile, North Park University, they got a little bit more to love here when it comes to setting themselves up for success. Mozam blickies from afar, and that'll be it for the Park University. Kennesaw now. Or this is actually UCF Knights Academy. Kennesaw's moved on. Still though, for the Academy roster, Hayden C. A quick and easy knock onto the Fairling squad. 2 members behind the wall. Busan peeking. Massive nades will blast. And Mount Vernon Nazarene picked off as our 9th squad here. UCF, Kennesaw's moved towards the choke. You got UCF Academy still in it as well. Ferris State, Northern Arizona, U Ottawa, and Fisher College here. Remember what I said. It was Ferris State playing this height alongside Northern Arizona. Those 2 positions in zone are going to convert to a strong potential to win this game. You get that ridge, you get to hold out those teams over by Bean, you get to hold out these late rotating squads like UCF Knights. The only problem is holding on to it when you've got the entire lobby trying to take it away. Kennesaw State, they're trying to take away the last opportunity for the UCF Knights here. No EMP success. Kennesaw, though, still with a burning blast of a port. Enlighten actually gets the knock and the teleport back. The gas is now ticking. A Nox gas in return for Enlighten. It is another knock. Massive damage down, at least onto 1. Sloshy Medusa, double gas traps here. Gonna try to keep the game going. Couple of ticking, exchanges for flesh, but there's the double nade. There's another gas trap from Enlightened. They break the caustic shield, and the phase will be full thirsted. Sloshy Medusa, only 30 health to their name. There's the extra info. For the UCF Knights, they will be set in stone here. The problem is, took too long. Fisher College, they'll wipe out SNHU as they lose Slothulas in the problem. Defenestrate, verb, to throw someone out of a window. Huh. Woo! Croissant putting it in the dome for Dom 2 cracked here. For Fisher Esports, they took this game too seriously. They literally came into my stream and they asked me, they said, Zephyr, should we take this game seriously? And I said, no. Either way, top 6 is not a bad place to be. Somehow, Kennesaw is still alive alongside this equation, but teams like Ferris State and Northern Arizona hold the key to this end zone here. What happened to my game? Why did I get a black screen? Ah! Huh. You guys want to know what happened? You guys want to know what happened? We ran out of space on the second PC. The second PC has run out of recording space. I've watched so much competitive Apex that there's no more storage on the PC. So, I'm going to delete some VODs. Alright, we're going to delete probably the majority of 2025 so that doesn't happen again. But it happens. It happens. A little mistake. It was, honestly, it was 6 months coming at this point. 5-6 months of Apex Legends. The only sad part is that to get the 5-minute delay going is going to take, obviously, 5 minutes. So, no games, at least for a second there. I could pop on over to someone's Twitch channel, but realistically, I don't... At Ferris State, I don't know who streams on that Twitch. Is Dom streaming? Maybe Dom can show me the end game. Let's go, Fisher! Juliet. You must be Golden's favorite fan. And notice I said that the other way around. Golden loves you. Okay? All right? Okay. Oh, hey, 3 squads remaining. Fisher is actually still one of them. Wait, guys, we have an endgame. Holy shit. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Golden is knocked, and Slothulas is no better in terms of health.
They're going to fight. We just 2v3. Do you have Moby?
Okay.
No.
This guy doesn't even have audio.
Put it down.
We're just listening to Dom. It's just Dom.
You need to swing this guy and kill him. He's a solo. He's complete solo. You need to swing him and kill him right now.
Yes.
From low ground.
Get his ass.
Oh, wait, there's 2 there now. 2 there. I'm EMPing it. I'm EMPing them.
Okay.
It was just one. It was only one. Look, I EMP'd all 3 of them. You see them all. You can back one.
Yeah, go Slothulas. Yeah. Fuck him up. Dom, command that ship. Yeah, Slothulas, another knock.
Popping double ult XL.
Golden's back.
They're above my head.
Oh, you auto was eliminated. All right, Dom, get that shit. Get that shit, Dom. Point blank. Fuck.
Nice. 100 altar.
All right, it doesn't matter. Slothulas and Golden are built different. Here we go.
Queued up on Sloth.
Sloth and Golden, they already have as much of an advantage as they need, but it's going to come down to some saving graces here. Sloth with a knock. There's a little bit of a heal for Sloth in the end game. Golden is more than healthy to be a participant in this one. And for Fisher Esports, it is a first game dub of the day.
Isn't that more fun?
It is more fun. 15 KP for Fisher. God damn. I don't even know what they did. Neef Chops, thank you for the follow. How much on that delay? 3 minutes? All right. You can observe a little bit if you can make sure not to miss it. All right. So, we got a little bit of time till that next game, about 3 minutes. Here's the score line. Fisher Esports with 15 KP. I was worried they were taking it a little bit too seriously. You missed Abram running someone over with the car? With the Trident? No shit. Also, yeah, Kennesaw did manage to survive to second place there. It's a little bit of a shame that we didn't get to see the end game because those are some big names. Even you, Ottawa, getting the successful rotate out of beam. Holy, I'm so lost. I forgot my games don't start until 2. That's right, Soares. That's right, Soares. It's time to put down the smoky smoke. It's time to lock in mentally. Okay? A guy like you needs to lock in. How's my stream quality? That stream quality's pretty good. All right. I'm putting it back on 360. It was just a metaphor. I'm very sober. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me, boy. What was the game quality? It was a 4.33. Kindly Monkey TTV. A pleasure at that. How's the stream's delay? Oh, match ended. All right. All right, we got 1 minute on the stream delay. The games haven't even started yet, so we're totally fine. Bro, I drove from Illinois to Iowa at 4:30 this morning. I'd have to be sober. No, you don't. You're a Midwesterner. When driving as a Midwesterner and sober are not two things that go together. Also, that's a 4-hour drive, depending on where you live. Ask Group T. Hold on. Let's see. So Soares is in Des Moines. Right, because this is where Iowa State is. It's in Des Moines somewhere. So we got Des Moines. Let's just take that. And then where to Illinois did you drive? Just give me the city. Dox yourself. Give me the city. It's Ames, the town above it. Okay, there you go. Like in Chicago. Okay, let's take him to Chicago, Illinois. All right. It was a 5-hour drive. You took 30 east, primarily. Congratulations. I've driven this road a few times. I mean, you can clearly make it through it drunk, though. Let's not pretend. There isn't anything on these highways. Iowa is not real, bro. It isn't. It's got Des Moines, and there's like, that's about it. It's got fucking, what, Johnston? Wait, Johnston's just in Des Moines. And at North, NA Iowa drivers are so bad. What about SA or European or Asia? Like, what are you talking about? Oh, nah, I'm stupid. I'm sorry. It's the morning, guys. I've been to Des Moines as a ton. It sucks. 5 hours to 19 to Chicago. 5 hours of that. 5 hours of that is right here, starting by the Morton Arboretum and just getting towards downtown in some way. All right, that's the 5 hours right here. I mean, I've been all throughout this area before, guys. I've been to Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, Missouri, Illinois. I vacation in Indiana. I vacation in Indianapolis once a year. Families from Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, they're up there as well. Yeah, I've run this corridor quite a few times, including Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Texas, and Louisiana. Before Colorado, the farthest west I had gone was Alabama. That's crazy. A Georgian to Alabama ain't much of a distance. Come to Charlotte, Poppy. Wait, states. Games haven't started yet, if you're wondering why I'm been so silly. Interesting. Clickable interactive map. Here you guys go. I think that's it. Here is all the states I have been to. Are you watching Octane later? Icarus, I am in fact watching Octane later. I'll be watching A versus C. Where in North Carolina did you go? I went to Raleigh. North Carolina for the ALGS Championship Year 2. Oh, for LAN. Yep. There you go. So yeah, this is everywhere I've ever been in America. I'm missing a ton of the Pacific Northwest. I have not been to the Pacific Northwest at all. And I have not been to the New England side of the map either. There's a lot of New England I haven't been to. I have been to Pennsylvania. I have been to Pittsburgh, probably. I don't remember. You've been everywhere you need. Like, I gotta get down south at some point. For the most part. Yeah, I'd like to see Georgia, Alabama, South Carolina at some point. I feel like that's fine. All right, games are officially starting. All right, hold on. USA map test. Here we go, guys.
Nebraska. Michigan. Alaska.
Utah.
Minnesota. Tennessee. Idaho. Illinois. Florida. North Carolina. Rhode Island. Ohio. Texas. New Mexico. Indiana. Delaware. Virginia. Georgia. Kentucky. Iowa. New Jersey. Oregon. Massachusetts. Arkansas. Louisiana. Maryland. Wyoming. Missouri. New York. Washington. Alabama. Nevada. Pennsylvania. Maine. South Carolina. Mississippi. Kansas. Connecticut. Arizona. Wisconsin. North Dakota, California, Montana, Oklahoma, Hawaii, Colorado, West Virginia, New Hampshire, Vermont, South Dakota,
No! Get shit on. Get shit on. Oh, damn. I was so ready to verbally abuse you if you got one wrong. Hey. Hey. I know my geography. I know my American geography. Okay? What can I say? What can I say? I am North American. I know my American geography. Okay? Some of you cannot relate. Cannot relate. I remember the New Hampshire Vermont thing in the might be the dumbest, most roundabout way. Do you know how I remember it? I remember it because Vermont is shaped like a V. See this? Vermont is shaped like a V. So that's how I remember it. So Vermont is shaped like a V. And then New Hampshire is shaped like New Hampshire. I remember that it's alphabetically right to left. Oh, that's gotta be the funniest way. Let's see EU geography. Europe geo test. All right.
Belarus.
All right. Well, let's head on back to these standings. New Hampshire shame like New Hampshire. Yeah. Everyone's got their own fun way to remember those two. I got my own. By the way, please do not DM Loopy about the match starts. Alright, Altars banned. Let's get into games soon here because Zephyr can only take so much tests. If you want to see something crazy, I can name like 50% of Led Zeppelin's songs. All of them. That's about it. Y'all ever drink water like it's the last water you'll ever get? To help you drink water, do you sit there and think, oh God, I'm in the desert and I'm gonna die. And like, this is like my last salvation. It's like an oasis of cold, fresh spring water. And you're just like, you're just sitting there just like, because that helps me drink water. 5 minutes ago, small guy asked Zephyr, are you Lewis maxing right now? Lewis is asleep, I think. I actually don't know where he is. That means he's asleep somewhere. He likes to find a dark corner and go to sleep throughout the day. Because he's cute. And that's what cute little kitties do. Just like you guys. Ferris 30 bomb incoming. Alright, here's the real question of the day. Starter prediction. Does Fisher win this game? Yes? No? Alright, 2 minutes on the board. Get your predictions in. I'd be shouting more, but it's 11:53 a.m. And this is what I sound like at 11:53 a.m. It does look like St. Clair Saints get a little bit of a recovery, though. And by that, I mean they're the only team that does not have their third in the match here. Lucky is still asleep. Everyone else, they've hit the snooze one last time on their alarms. They are officially here to compete in some morning Collegiate Apex. It's not even that bad. There's like a $5,000 prize pool on this competition. I was gonna say, I would not bitch and moan if there's $5,000 on the line. You know what I mean? Waking up at 9 a.m. West Coast, 11 a.m. Central. Lucky's not playing today, unfortunately. Oh. How do the lobbies in NECC work? Is it like the new Premier because the other lobby only has 16 teams? No, there are 4 groups in NECC. Fisher College, though, real quick. Dom, hit a shot. Thank you. Emmanuel Gamer will be toasted off here, and this is going to be the end of whomever is still alive. So people didn't really know their show. Yeah, that is all that happened. The other lobby is groups A versus D, and they're just missing 4 teams. I agree that every collegiate league, if you want to make it the most competitive experience, needs to move to what Octane is doing and start doing a relegation every week. Because if you don't do some level of relegation, I mean, it's just like the best teams just get to farm these lobbies. Dom with another chunk of KP here. One last remaining member for NAU. Whoa! Nice beam from Muir there. That is a solid drop onto Sloth on Pluto. And you know what? Following suit, good tracking. No drone in play here. That nade is an air ball. Another crack from Muir. Zydek caught out here, and the 2020 follow-through from Sloshy Medusa means that you are dead. LATC Ruby, they'll be the first team eliminated here. If USM Fisher, Bellevue, and all those teams are playing against each other, yeah, I agree. And, like, the crazy thing is, I mean, the match quality yesterday in the Premier lobby was, from the majority of the time, above 6. So it wasn't even like, it wasn't even that bad. Dr. Suz. That's the sound of UPRM choking.
Bogey here.
Colorado State. I mean, they are not even taking this one seriously. Yuchin already down to, well, 0 health. 0 health ahead here. There's the runaway. Oh, look at this. Small guy. He's got all the time in the world to punish you off, and there you go. Second team eliminated. Yeah. You, Ottawa, they will be the next team eliminated. Slothulas might be down, but that doesn't mean you're going to last much longer. There's going to be the quick lifeline reset from Dom2Crack. They are getting shot in the back here. To be a little respectful, you, Ottawa, will be finished off, and that's going to get a shield swap available for Dom2Crack. That is the second roster Fisher have taken out, and you know what? I can't wait to see the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. University of Houston, last time around, they lost to Muskingum in these buildings right here in Game 1. Now, the Cougs are going to chase Muskingum away towards that next zone ahead here. That doesn't mean the fight is over. UCF Knights Academy Black. The Whippy, the Blicky, my man riding away in the Uber. You can hear him honking from outside. He's getting paid less than $4.50 an hour. And Kennesaw State, well, they got the Waymo. Here they come, out to the skies. Don't burn them down. LATC Diamond are also here, though, to potentially pick up the return. By the way, Fisher, North Park University is about to come your 3rd set of KP. Joe Shack with a little hop and scooch there, and it's a triple. An extra set of KP puts them at 9 KP overall right here for Fisher Esports. And honestly, I can't wait to see him breach 20. Kennesaw State was dropped at least by 1. LATC Diamond, the same to be said here. A revive stuck on Kepler, but getting shot in the back from Kennesaw. They will step up, but not before they themselves are knocked back. A lifeline drone gives extra healing to this Valkyrie, and we are trying to skeet shoot for Burkett here. Kennesaw, another stick on the reset from Elixirs on this lifeline as LATC Diamond are trying to seek some kind of entry to this fight, but the problem is they've already lost the exchange here. It's another recovery. Kepler is down. LATC Diamond. Burkett has been hit by the missile strike, and if you've been counting or keeping track, it is one final bullet to do you in. Congratulations to Kennesaw. They'll try and keep up to Fisher as we'll jump back on over to Northern Arizona and OU. Boomer! Someone out there will say sooner someday. Northern Arizona, it's up the totem. Interceder's gonna be pressured down here. That'll be, though, a nice climb up from our saved to wipe out that roster. University of Houston, Muskingum, they got a little bit of the tussle. I mean, the chase to ensue maybe back towards the choke. They're going to be able to get some distance on the board here. Plenty of teams, though, really starting to separate themselves in terms of where they have actionable space. For Muskingum, they're still on white shields. Current, Mud, and Plant were never able to get a good solid Evo, the Spiders, or anything. So if Houston wants to full chase this, or maybe even SNHU, there's a chance. Fisher College have now shown up to Cascades, and there are multiple teams here, but they'll make it like Electrics and this squad have no chance of being a full one. Bloodhound ultimate beams in the back line. Golden with the bow check. A snipe from Inner Cedar will let Fisher College know that they are not alone in this POI right here. For T-Baller, though, we're just biding our time. 14 seconds until Beast of the Hunt is all finished up here. And who knows? Fisher actually might be sending Oklahoma away. Yeah, that's BvC caught off there. And hilariously for T-Baller, this is the greatest... Never mind. I should have just shut my mouth. Well, that's another chunk of 3 KP for Fisher. And they've picked up another to put them at 13. The chase on to Oklahoma ensues here, and they're going to look for both remaining members of this roster. Now, it's a good start for a quality team, but Fisher, when we say the word quality, they're even better than that. 144 for Dom 2 cracked on the chase. Our save is finished off here, and that will take them to 14 now. The final remaining member on this Sparrow, if Dom can find it, will be the 15th set of KP for Fisher. 12 squads left, and I wouldn't be surprised if they end this lobby with 30 KP on the pace that they're going. UCF, a drop onto Croissant here. I mean, a couple of snipes back, and the Charged Sentinel will separate them and their sister squad. Buzz actually running this one all the way out of zone alongside Hayden Z. It's not a bad take. I honestly don't think that's too bad. Kennesaw State was also involved in the exchange, and the UCF Knights, while they are a bit more healthy, it's not the greatest position. Being on that low ground, especially with the pole that will set itself up ahead here, yeah, you got to get a better rotate than that. All right. Ferris, SNHU, Blue, so many of these teams, and none of them are playing zone. You want to know why? It's because Fisher, they ask of it. To catch up to Fisher, you need KP. Okay? And if you need KP, you're not going to find it in zone for a lot of these teams. The fact that we are looking at the next zone ahead and Fisher has just arrived, which, by the way, they're about to full send it on this roster here. Slothulus, Dom 2 cracked, and Golding landing into the prime position to end your life. They're at 15 KP and they're on their way to potentially 18. Sloth to take height alongside Golden here. And they are looking for the perfect corner play to start. Mikey picked up enough where Turbo's got one. Ferris State's pure Turbo now. 2v2, but Turbo's caught on the exchange. Massive flesh found. And Turbo, by the way, does have no healing. No healing available. The caustic gas will get that knock onto Slothulus. But for Ferris State, it is another wipe for Fisher. That is 15 KP for Fisher now. They have wiped out a fourth of this lobby. Did I say Ferris State 30 bomb? I meant Fisher 30 bomb. See, Sai? It's so close to misspell Fisher when you're spelling, when you got like Ferris on the mind, you know? It's very close. All right, Fisher College. Let's tune back in with this roster because they're on their way to their 21st set of KP. Little beam on the back foot there against SNHU. The blast on the door. Golden to delete the caustic gas trap. And there's the nade drop from Dom 2 crack. The stairwell availability. Golden has to be so careful. Beam for beam. He'll still find the drop on the Clarky here. The peek around the backside. It's half health on the interior. Psycho is knocked. The Newcastle res. It is going to be the reset for the re-knock on to Caustic here. Beam for beam. Crack for crack. Slothulus can finish the job. 21 KP for SNHU Blue. And they're going to drop the Lifeline Ultimate because Colorado State have shown up to potentially third-party the fight. The problem is they're playing like pussies. Small guy caught here. Instead, it's CSU Dominguez Hills coming in as a fourth party to the shots that are heard. Small guys caught here in the backside. Slothulus now getting a couple of knocks. It's going to be a mixed bag of KP because Fisher, they've been guaranteed a reset. So now against Colorado State and CSU Dominguez Hills, they're down to one remaining member. Slothula picks up all three members of CSU Dominguez Hills to put them at 24. And now Colorado State here, they've got one that's 25. If they get this last KP for Dom 2 crack, this will be 26. 26 KP for Fisher. And realistically, let's see if UCF Knights and Kennesaw can take away any other chunk of KP in the action, because these two rosters have been playing foot to fiddle when it comes to this rotate outside of wall.
Ring console here.
I mean, they are literally neck and neck. UCF Knights, I mean, hunkered on the back side of this zone. Kennesaw stuck in the main building. St. Clair Saints musking him. I mean, let's maybe look towards Fisher. 7 squads remaining. I said it was 26. Here might be 29. Who are today's frauds? Everybody in the lobby except for Fisher, Travis. I'm sorry, bud.
Zipline there.
I'm just going to be completely honest with you. Fisher are currently at 26 KP in game 2. I'm just counting it naturally. I mean, that's how bad we're at right now. What can I say? Muskingum University, St. Clair Saints were on the other side of this building, and realistically, all you're doing is setting up damage for Fisher to work with. That's going to be Rusty picked off, and you better finish off the St. Clair Saints. There we go, Muskingum. 2 KP, and Fisher are actually playing zone, so Muskingum will survive. No follow through, even though Fisher was putting damage down early here. Couple of squads. Mount Vernon Nazarene holding off the UCF Knights and Kennesaw. And Fisher is starting to play more of the heart of zone here. I mean, there we go. Little looty, scooty booty. University of Houston, they're going to give themselves away with that drone. And Fisher are now set up to punish this roster. EMP in return. A ticking strike. A big flesh found, but long bottom is low. Dom 2 cracks caught out a little too far forward here. And it is going to be Sir Garson getting that knock. Fisher are now down to a duo. It is up to Slothulas and Golden to get this complete reset off. Fisher are not frauds. Fisher are not frauds, Travis. Hold on. Rein it in. They have 26 KP and a 6th place right now. That is 29 points in this game. I like this from Slothulas. All the way over to the side. Banner, reset, and recovery. The rest of University of Houston, they have no idea where this fares. Muskingum, UCF, and Kennesaw, though, they're really the discussion ahead here. This quality might be better. I agree with the same team. The teams are us, Cumberland, and USF. Hey, Dom. Mount Vernon Nazarene picked off by Kennesaw, and Muskingum are just as quickly going to look to see if they can get a re-knock, but Kennesaw are quick on their heels. A drop onto Ivy and a full thirst to go alongside it, and Lightning's going to stick the heel. The 2020s from up above. Kindly Monkey, a nice burn back, and with one remaining member here, Muskingum, how could something so good go so wrong? I love this from Slothulas, though. Big burns, the follow-through. They're not even waiting for Dom to be back up in the match. I mean, this is just, yeah. I mean, this is. Hey, Dom, you know what the prediction is? The prediction for this match was, does Fisher win this game? And all of the votes are on no. There's 1,000+ points on no. Whoa, I'm a double agent. Only noobs would vote no? Only the uninformed, alright? Either way, Dom is taken low here. 50 health to his name. UCF Knights, they're unable to get the drop, though. And up above, the rest of Fisher are pressuring them back into the Spider's choke here. You're going to look for the port play to get them down towards the zone and get them out of a poor choke position here. That'll be the recovery, but Fisher are just as quick to assault. Dom is healthy again. There's the port. There's the Arc Star to start this one off. No further beams as they run around the rock, but realistically, you're counting your seconds here because for Fisher, the chase is inevitable. Slothulas will be forced to heal here for a second. Golden from the other side. You've got a pincer from both angles, and for the UCF Knights, you might as well host a position inside the buildings. Now, it does look like one of our teams was able to get a reset off. It is a UH versus Kennesaw fight, and a Fisher, well, versus UCF Knights. Dom 2 cracked with a knock onto your full thirst on the stairwell ahead here. Big breaks coming on through, and it's a drop from Slothulas onto Sloshy. One last remaining for the UCF Knights. There's the full thirst for Dom. and that will be the full thirst against Sloshy. For the UCF roster, I don't know where they might be, but for Fisher, I mean, this is success. Okay, this is success already. Kennesaw and Houston up north there, as you see, and the phase will be found out. 3 squads remaining. It is a 30-plus KP game now for Fisher. They might be at 31. They might be at 32. Fisher will turn their attention towards U of H. They got to be a little bit careful. We'll see how this one goes. Hey, Coco. I mean, I could have guessed this was 0, but let's careful. I haven't seen the quality score yet. You can't spoil me. Anyways, Fisher from the other side. 1 drop, make it 2. 1 remaining member here. Might be oh so blue. Golden is not. And I mean, that's why you run the lifeline. Quick resets for Fisher. Slothulas and Dom are healthy. A nice shield swap, switch up, and well, Elixirs and Kindly Monkey, it's a 3v2. They are going to stick the respawn, but for Fisher College, they won this fight in game 1, and I guarantee you they're going to win it here in game 2. Slothulas taking the hideaway. Blake peeks from Don. He's going to have to switch it to the car to get the knock on the Kindly Monkey. A drop onto Elixirs, and with 1 final remaining member of Kennesaw, the only question is how long do they extend it out? A drop and another dub for Fisher College. Guys, I mean, what can we say? I go back to bed, Fisher 2 OP. Travis, at least keep the stream on. That's all I ask of you. Give us a little lurk. Give us a little lurk. All right? Or don't. Either way, it is a Fisher dominance. And honestly, I mean, Fisher might have to start spinning a wheel. I'm going to keep lurking. Thank you, Travis. Big appreciation. Let's jump on over that scoreboard because it is going to be a dramatic start for Fisher. That will be 36 KP. We restart the next game because I loaded in on the wrong team. Got it. We just did 36. I'll lock in and get 40 here. I mean, that's the prediction then. Dom, I'm gonna make the prediction 40 KP then. I'm not even kidding you. 0 quality score. 39 over under 39.5. Here we go. Over under 39.5. I don't think it's impossible, but it does require literally the fastest amount of play I think we've ever seen from Fisher. I just, a 40 bomb seems kind of impossible because you're at the whim of the rest of the lobby not getting KP. It's not so much can Fisher get KP, it's a question of if or not. You know what? I'm gonna lower it. I'm gonna make it 35.5. Okay? 35.5. Okay? The line is still incredibly thin. 36 KP is still very, very hard to get, guys. The under is not impossible. Most of you are picking the over. I think that's crazy. Someone's got to pick the under. Someone has to pick the under. I mean, if Fisher get thirsted just even a little bit, you're screwed. Anyways, 48 points from Fisher that game, 21 from Kennesaw. I don't even know how Houston or UCF Knights or Colorado or Oklahoma, I don't know how any of these teams found KP, but they did. They're all kind of tied around 4 points there, 12 for Kennesaw. The overall standings puts Fisher in the lead. A first place finish 2 times in a row, a double second place for Kennesaw State. I mean, the gap is insane. Let's take a look at the other lobby while we wait here. Just because maybe that's a little bit better. Southern Mississippi is going to be in the lead. They finished 5th that game. 49 points there. Cumberland with 35. This is a little bit closer of a separation. Like Kennesaw versus Fisher. Fisher dominates. Southern Miss Cumberland, that's actually pretty close. Kansas State and Texas A&M are also involved. Hey, No U is back. No U is no longer safe. Who are today's frauds? Anyone but Fisher. Okay, well, at least right now, a team looking like a fraud who is usually decent. KSU. Yo! C5EI. Or Ceci. I don't know. You make that one hard. You make that one hard. Anyway, C5EI, thank you for the follow. The closest thing we have to a fraud today is maybe Colorado State. Okay, St. Clair, actually. St. Clair are the biggest frauds, but they've been playing as a duo, Singular Frog. They don't have Lucky today. So, like, of course they're performing worse. They're a duo. Colorado State, though, I mean, you do still have Catalina and Small Guy. I don't know who Rimick is, but that's the closest thing we've got to a fraud alert. So, Simply Healthy, if you wanna against the frauds that are Colorado State University, here's your biggest opportunity. And you know what? Call them out as we go. If Kennesaw dies early, if UCF Knights, Oklahoma, Houston, Ottawa, they're just as many frauds. Mank, I'd suck you off. When does NRG play? After I suck you off. Thank you, Mank. Pleasure to see you. It is going to be another game ahead, but more importantly, a map switch. We are going to be jumping on over to E District, and the question is, especially with the bet currently being over under 8,000 points now on the spread, 35.5 here for Fisher. 35.5 kills for Fisher. All right. They just got 36. They're going to start in Old Town. That's Ferris State dead. That's UPRM dead. Maybe Northern Arizona if they can get there quick enough. But the chase, I mean, the chase is going to be tough. Okay? Getting pinged. A versus C pings. Yeah, okay, I see it. All right. Let's jump into game. Fisher, let's see what you pick in terms of your draft. Because Rampart, I mean... All right. Mad Maggie, Valkyrie, and Lifeline. It's going to be the same thing. Nothing has distinctly changed because they don't play crypto. So, the rest of these lobbies, by the way, I mean, the rest of these teams, you're now in a situation where you can't hide with the crypto. That has slowed Fisher down a few times, getting EMP'd or just trying to find the final crypto. I mean, we'll see how this one goes. Like I said, though, teams like Ferris and UPRM, you better go. Pick the right lobby to cast. The other's missing like 5 teams. Is it really that bad? Yeah. It looks like there's quite a few that are sitting on duos as well. Yeah, it's not looking good. Next game, do a wild Dom specific prediction so I can fade him with 30,000 points. Alright. Let Dom pick it, maybe. Anyways, games to start. Ferris to be the first assault ahead here for Fisher. And remember, they've got to get 36 KP. Fisher needs 36 KP to win the line here. Next gonna be my last. Your last prediction of all time? Not a chance. Alright, that's one. Uno KP. Ferris State, I like this from Pure and Mikey, though. They are quick to get away. Slothulas is going to get that scan.
Let's go this quadrant out.
This is going to let it go. No for this. We're going to go warm up. Right, you're playing today. UCF Knights, though. They're going to try to take away the sledgehammer that is KP available to Fisher here. Now, remember, Fisher need to wipe out 12 squads. It's not impossible. But it is still 60% of the lot. LATC. They are going to get caught out by UCF there. I don't know why Free Rug even decides to shoot some KP out. That'll be the full wipe. Dom and the Fisher boys are up to 2 KP now, chasing out Ferris State. One more piece and they will be up to 3. Ferris State alive, but they only have 1 person remaining. Okay, Fisher was tracking them down there. It does look like the one remaining member of Ferris, though, Sai, is actually able to get to the other side of draft point. So, kind of is surviving. UCF Knights, Academy Black. We just saw their sister squad do so well in the fights ahead here. Now for Mount Vernon, Nazarene University. This is the KP they want to pick up here. SNHU Blue is also available. That'll be UCF Knights Academy just trying to track out the final chunk of damage they need to get these knocks here. Shout out to Dom 2 Cracked. That is going to be a Fisher starting fight. Another pickup of KP as they chase towards more. Dom is down, though. Your lifeline eliminated. The hard like glass broken. No full thirst in Northern Arizona will be dropped. That's 5 KP for Fisher here outside of Stadium. South Nazarene, they are a duo. And here, UCF Knights Academy Black. Let's pop on back. They've got a pinch of a lifetime. Jetpack Gremlin and the finisher, well, living up to their name. They finished their way onto a quick race screen. And for Kennesaw State University, they've heard the shots that will be, and they will hear the shots that will end up giving them life. That's going to be it for the UCF Knights Academy. It does seem like UPRM picks up a piece of that. So, Fisher College, they just got 1 extra KP. The chase for numero 7 here. Numero 7 is Dom is straight ripping it. Here we go. I mean, you are chasing an Octane as quick as you can. Who knew? Who knew Lifeline was this fucking fast, bro? There's the dive to the low ground, and you just, I mean, this is a, guys, take notes. A masterclass in the Dom chase mechanics here. I mean, he is single-handedly keeping up with an Octane. That's kind of crazy. At this point, Fisher knows they need the KP. I hate to say this, Muskingum versus Colorado State University. These shots are going to give life to Fisher here in a second. Currently at 6 KP. They want both of these teams if they can find them. Muskingum and Colorado taking their time. Piercing spikes thrown up above will catch small guys. South Nazarene's found. That's 7 for Fisher as Muskingum gets the drop on the small guy. Colorado State struggling. The gas trap for the full tick ahead here. Let's see if the rest can survive. Big burns and a follow through. Colorado State's Catalina will be thirsted. Rimick there with only a tick of health remaining. A single nade, a final chunk. That would just be enough. There's the missile swarm, though. And you got a question, who is this from? 8 for Fisher, and now they turn their attention to Muskingum. Like I said, these shots just give yourself away. If they get these full thirsts, that is 10. There's the catalyst slide through 411. Come on. There's 11. 11 KP for Fisher here, and there's 11 squads left. Fisher needs, gosh, they need 8 of these 11 squads, or they need someone to just revive. You, Ottawa, and the rest of the damage taking place, though, might vote otherwise. Damage down for the UCF Knights, and they could be the thorn in Fisher's side when they're chasing 36 KP. A drop onto Faustus Festus. You, Ottawa's going to do the smart thing and just separate themselves completely. There's so much room in this zone. You don't have to get caught out. Kennesaw State, the same to be said. They're going to be gatekeeping the SNHU blue roster. They got a late-term recovery as they will dive all the way to the edge of zone here. Kennesaw's elixirs. Beautiful bow check shots from Legolas up above. Some would say Katniss Everdeen. Give me someone else who shoots arrows. Fisher College, they must have gotten a scan there from Slothulus, because here comes numero 12. Full burns and a thirst onto I Am Shadow. And you, Ottawa, will go down here. I mean, North Park, Joe Shack, and Furious Beacon. That's your 13th and 14th KP. There they go. Dom has found it. They dropped a Nox gas grenade in response. Joe Shack, sadly, not the beam you want. That will be the death of Joe Shack. Yep, there you go. Slothulus picking up that one. It was also Golden from the other side. Fisher now. They can hear that caustic on the interior. 14. Numero 14. I don't know what his name is. All it needs to be said is it's number 14. 148 in the ticking blast. That'll be North Park eliminated. 14 with 8 squads remaining. 7 squads makes 21. I don't know if there's enough KP left in the game here, guys. It's going to take revives now, I think. I mean, Fisher single-handedly have to wipe every single squad. Hell, it's in Fisher's best interests to let a team run away and revive. But when you got CSU Dominguez Hills making short work of their foe, St. Clair Saints is 2 KP that will no longer be available. Wow, we are laying into that shield. I don't know where the rest of St. Clair's gone, but for CSUDH, doesn't
There's a cruise over there.
Rusty G is playing this one as quiet as a mouse on the very edge of zone. I don't think Dominguez Hills may find this one as... He is stuck in this building on the other side here, on the inside of that stairwell. Dominguez Hills must have either gotten a scan or knew it, but for now, let's look at Fisher's next chunk of KP, and this one is an important one. Kennesaw, they had finished second 2 games in a row, and now might be walking out of here in 8th overall. Shout out to Kindly Monkey, able to get the escape. I'm losing track of the KP. I believe that is 16 here for Fisher. Kennesaw getting the escapes big for them on the recovery. For LATC Diamond, I don't know where they're low from, but it's obviously some mix of University of Houston and UCF as well. Yeah, there's Houston. CSU Dominguez will finish off Rusty. LATC Diamond is healthy. Wherever Houston went, they could chase this one out. But UCF Knights are also alive, ready, and waiting here. Punish out a bad push play. Long bottom on the low ground. Could potentially stick this reset as Fisher, here they come. Finally into the zone ahead here. The chase for 36 points is probably unlikely. I mean, LATC Diamond unable to find long bottom, even with that singularity. Alex was brought back up, and University of Houston, they're forced to move this one out, whether they like it or not. Zone. The slow pinch ahead here. LATC Diamond dropping around the back, now getting shot by the UCF Knights. Simply Farms will die to that zone as the rest of LATC Diamond is getting choked out by the UCF Knights. 1, 2 kills for UCF Knights. A launch into the sky on that Valkyrie will be broken.
Got a bandit.
UCF Knights, though, on the other side of the equation, trying to punish out some of these remaining members here. Sloshy, Ur, the FaZe. They have to let this one go. Ferris State will get a little bit of some pepperage on them as they work their way back. And for LATC in Houston, I mean, you're just trying to work with what you can really truly find. They're both stuck inside zone. And here comes Fisher to destroy the rest of this lobby now. They find Ferris State. The fadeaway from Slothula's up on the other side of Bridge. The rest of Fisher is looking for this. UCF Knights could always third party this if you take it bad. Turbo low. Mikey with a bit of a beam. Slothulus is healed up. Dom 2 cracked. G7 Scout and 99 to hand. They got their own lifeline in the mix. It's going to be a light heal for Slothulus there. Getting a reset. Dropping his own recovery. That power amp almost gets him back on the full reset. Instead, it's going to be the big burn. They're going to utilize the lifeline ultimate and shield swaps for reset. UCF Knights, like I said, though, quick to step up here and try and see if they can get full thirsts. I mean, let's see. Fisher College are very, very healthy, and UCF Knights, they must realize this is them. Yeah. Still, wow, Slothula's catching out with the missile swarm up on high. Little beam back. The infinite battery's going to come in clutch there as the UCF Knights continue to walk this one out. Now, for Fisher, I'm not quite sure if there's enough KP left in the lobby. You kind of need LATC Diamond and University of Houston to get some reses off if we're talking about a race for 36. Either way, Port plays out to safety here for the UCF roster. No one in this lobby is capable of standing up to Fisher now. You've already eliminated second place Kennesaw. Or wait, no. Kennesaw's still in it. Never mind. Kennesaw are still in the game. Got to be a little respectful of some of these end games because, I mean, at least they'll find Sloshy Medusa, but you can see them getting sniped out from up above. That's that kind of position of great rosters like Kennesaw right now. I know they're searching for as much KP as possible, which is, you know, intuitive towards the game, but CSU, Dominguez Hills, and Kennesaw at any given point could have this positional disparity that could punish Fisher.
Another bogey.
CSU, Dominguez Hills really going to try to play gatekeeper here over towards the side. LATC Diamond was able to get one member back into it. Might be another. Sleep King getting shot out here from afar, and that will be the Dom 2 crack knock. There you see them out in front of Goose. It is none other than the Fisher roster. UCF's finishing off University of Houston, and it's a nice little heady from Golden there. Slothulus low as Static's getting a heal on the inside. Goose will take to the skies above to keep Dominguez Hills in the picture. Meanwhile, LATC Diamond, they are able to get another reset out on their team. Fisher is low. Kennesaw could look to third party this, and this is very tough for Fisher. Elixirs with a long-range snipe on the Slothulus is as bad as it gets. It is up to Golden to hold off the entire of the Kennesaw roster here. 45 on a 15, I don't think that's enough. Dom is getting pressured out here, and Kennesaw, it's not much better for them. When the zone gets this close, at this point, one wrong move means you die. It is at least another full send there from Slothulus and Dom to crack. A quick shield swap and a nice heal. Golden is continuing to keep Kennesaw at bay for Fisher on their chase for 36. Slothulus with a great position. Another punishment onto Kennesaw to keep them from third-partying the exchange. And now Fisher, hell, they are looking for Kennesaw. They are not even trying to hold them off. This is their next chunk of KP that they want here. This is, though, the hardest fight ahead for Fisher. 90 on the crack, a drop onto Slothulus. The trade is impeccable. Dom is crossing as a Maggie ball will go deep. It is blocked by the lifeline wall. Finally, Monkey rotating this in, blasted by Dom, and you have to admit, yes, Fisher is getting these resets off. That is why the lifeline is imperative. Kennesaw will try and do the same. It is going to be Golden Slothulus with the switch up. Another major knock. And Kennesaw will not be finishing second here. Fisher now. I can confidently say this now. There is barely a team in this lobby that can hold them off. CSU Dominguez. They were able to get both banners. And man, if I was Fisher, I know they're not trying to metagame this, but I would let these revives come through, right? I would let CSU Dominguez get these off. Slothulus will pick up that KP, and now there is only 6 remaining here for Fisher. I don't know if they're at 29, guys. If they're at 29, that's the case. Dom with 1 drop, resets on the interior. That's not KP yet. There's a peek on to Dom himself, heals it for Slothulus. Sticking the power amp, Golden on the inside, triple breaks on the shields. Finally, Slothulus with a knock. Kepler was stolen though. 1 KP stolen by the likes of UCF. Euro with the burn, Golden is dropped. UCF in a 2v2, a rotate around the back. FaZe and Sloshy here, wanting Fisher, but getting blocked by the resets. A 2v2 exchange. Dom and, beautiful starts to the fight, but Dom will be caught out here. FaZe are ticking from the gas. FaZe is down. Sloshy versus Sloth. The last fight of the match here. A quick shield back for the win of the game. Gas traps on the interior. A blast against the doors. The hard light is broken. On the knockdown shield, breaks it. The gas is ticking. A fadeaway 124. Sloshy almost dies. The power will keep him healthy as the med kit is stuck here. Resets now on the interior for Sloshy Medusa. Slothulus needs to re-peak this hard light. I'm not quite sure he got it off at all. The hard light is reset. Another break against it. Sloshy has no nades. He's just gonna dump it in full force. 8 bullets to his 99 though. No more ammo left on the R99. He does not have a clip to work with. He almost needs Dom to die. He has no ammo. He just has no ammo. Quick loot, there we go. Ammo refresh for Slothulus. Again, resets being stuck on the interior here with the hard light recovered from the control legend. And Slothulus is now officially in a 2v1. 148 will start it. There's the dive from Muir. Health is helping as Sloshy will heal this out. For Fisher, this is just struggle bus now. Muir is full health. Another peak for 104. Big damage, and it is a 1v3. A drop onto Muir. It is, again, another recovery ahead here. Sloshy will drop to the low ground. It will be the UCF Knights. Oh my god! It is like literally fighting against the devil himself. Congratulations to the UCF Knights. The third party comes through at just the right time, but it was an the most uphill battle I've ever seen. It almost guarantees, by the way, though, that Fisher did not hit their 36-point line. Let's jump on over to that scoreboard, because that's really what's going to tell us the story here. Quick refresh, and we've yet to see it updated. All right, give us some time. Woo. Wow. I mean, honestly, seeing Fisher chase down KP legitimately was entertaining. Tell us a joke. Honestly, it might be overstat, by the way. All right. Hey, can I check the match summary real quick? Fisher walked away with 28 from that game. 28 with second place, so that puts them at 27 or 37 overall. Sadly, 28, even with the kills there in the end game, would only put them at 31. So really, a lot of that lobby kind of collapsed a little too quickly there. It is going to be the under on that prediction. Overstat is broken right now. Yeah, a little bit of everything is broken right now. I'm not tripping. Yeah, it does look like Overstat will be down for the day. A shout out to the Minnesota State Mavericks, by the way. Just got a huge return in their game. That pops them up. Can't load my draft page at all. Yeah. I mean, it's slow going. We'll see if it recovers. Edge Ortiz, you got the music in me. By the way, since I can't officially show it, 9 hours, 26 minutes on the subathon. It's up and down, so it just comes down to whenever you can check it. All right. Well, it happens. You got the music in you. Don't last now. You got the music in you. One more step. You got the music in you. One, got the music in you. There we go. 28 kills for Fisher is still no slouch. 17 for UCF Knights. 29 there. Kennesaw with 9 to their own name. LATC Diamond. CSU Dominguez Hills, University of Houston, and Muscatine University. Hey, Frog, if you like hearing the music, if you like hearing me croon, all it takes is one sub. One sub, one request. Where's the sub timer? The sub timer is officially broken because every native support that is apparently associated with Twitch is just dying now. So no more sub timer. I do have it running, but at 9 hours, 24 minutes. But I mean, yeah. What can I say? Twisted Minds! Hey! Singular Frog! Thank you so much. You're on here. There you are. Right there. 4 months. You are officially, by the way. You are officially eligible, by the way, for the Zephyrcast quarterly postcard now. 3 month. It's just for 3 months. If you have a concurrent 3-month subscription to Zephyrcast, you get a postcard, recapping, each of the individual seasons. Give me that postcard. It's in March. All right. So you got March, June, September, and December. So this one, I already know what the image is going to be. I'm very excited, and I'll give a personal message, hopefully, to everybody that has subscribed as well, just because most of you who have subscribed for 3 months, I actually do. I mean, I know you guys. So I'm very thankful, and I want to express that, and I don't know what else I can do for subs. Also, Singular Frog, the 30 stream streak is crazy. I mean, seriously, thank you so much for the support, man. I know you can't be here around all the time for the entire streams, and it does not matter. It is still awesome. Twerk for subs. I just said I'll do karaoke for subs. 1 sub, 1 request. Hell, Singular Frog, he's got a request lined up. DUIM Bullet Bait, he could have a request lined up, you know? Speed Demon could have a request lined up. He's here. By the way, if you do have a request, please make it easy to sing. Games are starting. 5 minutes to go. What if MF Doom? Which one? Rap Snitch Knishes, all caps. Accordion. Accordion while you play accordion. I don't have an accordion. Thank you. Hoe cakes? I don't even know hoe cakes. Hold on. Guys. Hoe cakes. Also, why are hoe cakes? Why are hoe cakes an actual recipe? What the hell? Apparently that's a thing. Keep your hoes in check. I got this girl. She wants me to duke her. Oh my god. I got this girl. She wants me to duke her. I told her I'd come scoop her up around 8. She said, super. That sounds great. Shorty girl's a trooper. No matter what I need her to do, she'll be like, on his own throne, the boss King Koopa. On the microphone, he flossed the ring. Oh my god. What a good. Actually, never mind. I actually know this song. Never mind. Hold on. All right. I don't know all of it. I just know the intro. It's going to sound terrible. I like how the Rap Snitch Knishes one's already there. I hope it says super. I don't know why he says keep your hose in check, but he does. I got this girl, she wants me to duke her. I told her I'd come scoop her around 8. She said, this sounds great, shorty girl's a trooper. No matter what I needed to do, she'd be like, on his own throne, the boss like King Koopa. On the microphone, he flossed the ring. Average MC says like a TV blooper. MF Doom, he's like DB Cooper. Out with the moolah, I let her get an outfit just to cool her off. She said, ain't about shit. I wonder if she meant it, I doubt it. The way it be in her mouth, she can't live without it. I can't live with this, handle your business. Villain, I'll stay on a scandalous ho shit list. 1 pack of cookies, please, Mr. Hooper. It's fun smacking rupees, he is the... Look like a black Wookie when he let his beard grow. Weirdo, brown skin, always kept his hair low. Rumor has it, it's S-curl accident. Doom was always known to keep the best girls' backs bent. Some say it's the eyes, some say it's the accent. A lot of guys wonder where the stacks went. I call her thunder thighs with the fatty swoller. Only mess with high rollers, do what daddy told her. No matter the city, she's with me, I do the thang thang. Working the coochie, hoopty chitty chitty bang bang. Same name on the titty as on the name ring. Pity baby D off, all in the same gang. Keep her eyes on her, really don't trust her. But I treat her like a daughter, taught her how to bust a nut. And in the heat, the term beat her Miss Chalupa. Teach her how to hold her, of course he's the... See the most cats, treat her like a foofer. Or beat her to the snooper, take it from the... You need to make her feel like cuter. And lay down the G like Luther. Everything will be... Do it for her, keep her in the new fur, so she looks sweet when she go meet the... Got the Buddha, get the veneers twisted, put it in the air, come here, kiss it. Listen here, Scooter, let her try to bag you. When she's on the rag, never let her hit the frag you. Which you'll have under some type of spell crown Dagbu. Her name on your back in a tattoo. Whether a bougie broad, nerd ho street trick. Don't call her wife if you met her at the Freak Nick. You don't want her, don't waste her time. I'll dupe and be the father to your child like the... Keep his O's in check. Sends him out to get clothes, frozen from the frozen necks. Tell him to take his clothes, leave him posing naked for real. Better yet, get him for the check the record deal. Find out where he keep the tech and blue steel. Make sure for extra rec, let him know how you feel. And while he's running down to All-Star to weaken the ball, I'm coming with the U-Haul. All right, guys. How many gifted to make sure that doesn't happen? 10 gifted. It's one sub for karaoke, and it's 10 for it's 10 to make sure it never happens again. Welp, it's happening again. I don't know. I always think it's funny when you guys make me rap. I don't even think that was that bad. You know, I thought I was doing okay. I don't even know the song. I don't even know the flow that well. I mean, I don't sound like MF Doom, so, you know, struggle bus. It was bad. You def couldn't tell the flow. Yeah, no, I don't.
This is your
All right.
Let's reposition there.
Another game ahead, another race ahead here. Hopefully we'll start this one quickly. Octane is happening today, so, I mean, at this rate, if we don't get these matches spinning, shit, man, Coco, I may not make Octane. Think about that. Start prediction. Will Fisher, we said we were going to do a Dom 2 crack specific one. All right, here we go. Fisher, Dom, 12 KP, 9 KP, 3 KP, 3.38 damage, 2.9. Hey, revives. So he's had 2, 5, and 1. He's likely going to play Lifeline again. Okay. Dom 2 cracked. Over, under, 4.5 revives. Over, under. All right. 2 minutes on the board. Go ahead. Yeah, the first 3 games took almost 2 hours. Yeah, this is... I mean, I'm not even kidding you. We can't even have, like, a little break between games. Like, it's literally... It's just got to run at this point. Zephyr's not even going to get to eat. All right. Game should be starting fairly quickly, though, just because, yeah, we don't have time. Anyways, get your predictions in. 1 minute 30 to go. There's 1,500 on the over for 4.5 revives for Dom 2 cracked. He is on the Lifeline. He has only beaten that number twice, though, or once. Every other game, even on the Lifeline, he has been under just that number. So the under's not bad. All right, Coco. Best of luck. Hopefully we'll see you later. For now, super. All right, there we go. Got a little under bet. A little under bet coming through from Khalil CC.
This is gonna be good.
Or Calic. Fisher College, it really comes down to whether or not they get knocked on all these exchanges. Golden might be one of those first knocks. Instead, able to recover for safety. Big double breaks for Fisher College. Beams ahead here. Dom 2 cracked. Gotta be so careful here on the setup. Sure will get knocked as Slotulus is healed back up. Another double knock onto Turbo. And for Ferris State, I mean, this isn't even a participation trophy. Dom is low, and the rest of the team, they'll finish him off. It's a triple for Slotulus. I feel like setting yourself up against Fisher for any game is just a death sentence. I mean, shout out to UCF Knights. They have now proven themselves as the only team to beat Fisher today. The only team to beat Fisher is UCF Knights. And it was the most long knock, drag out fight that we had ever seen, right? And it also was a third party. Also, yeah, side, another Ferris death. You know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So if you tune in later today, we've got Contenders League. And you know who's good in Contenders
Enemy over
League?
there.
Ferris State Crimson. Ferris State Crimson, I said, oh my god, they're one of the best. I said, oh my god, they're one of the best rosters I've ever seen. I got a guy who plays Apex. He talks about Ferris State, and he says, wow, that's a good roster. One of the better ones.
Target over there.
That's enough. UCF Knights. Nope. Nope. LATC Ruby will get a little bit of a recovery here. As a result, we'll pop on over to Colorado State University outside of the Heights area. Mobile shield for defense, but still, Lando Bando dropped here from Southern Nazarene University. Electrics and Death Strider are oh so separated, and who knows, that could be a saving grace. But for Colorado State University, I mean, I guess we're going to go for the full thirst, no follow through. That's just kind of crazy. That's going to allow South Nazarene to hopefully get a reset off here. And not much more to be said on that. CSU Dominguez Hills, point blank versus CSU. Kind of saw drop for drop. Finally, the Wrecking Ball will actually do the damage to Thirst Sleep King there. That is going to be the wipe on UCF Knights Academy as well. Here comes Fisher. A couple of full thirsts there on to NAU. Looks like LATC Ruby on their rescape recovery. They run straight into SNHU, and honestly, finally, some KP for Psycho. I mean, we have been waiting all day long. South Nazarene, like I said, were able to get out and recover outside of Heights, but that led them straight to North Park University alongside them here. And this is, they are a duo, and the minute that is found out, the minute any, by the way, I want to say this right now, again, if it is a still building, and you know it is completely in control of an enemy team, why are you throwing a nade? There is no reason to throw a nade. It does not make sense. If it is an entire building and you throw a nade, if you are not pushing alongside that nade for some reason, it is a waste. You wasted it. Now, talk about a waste of life. Fisher is dropped on 2 off of that rotate. It is not the wipe, though. Slothulus is still alive here. And by the way, given how far away they are from zone, should be able to get a complete recovery. That is going to be a little bit of a delay towards Fisher getting to play this game out, which, honestly, in terms of momentum, it could start now, it can start in the mid-game, it can start later. Fisher will be back. We saw them in Game 1 really get knocked out, and they still managed to come back and win that game. So, not fully said and done. University of Ottawa. They've had a tough take today. They're not the worst, but against UCF Knights, who just won this last game, I mean, taking out the prior winners, that's the place to be. Do you have a couple of squads starting to come on in? Colorado State, Muskingum, Oklahoma. Everyone's starting to rotate that one out and down. Here's CSU, like I said, right from behind there. Long-range shots won't result in a knock, and Caustic is guaranteed to get that recovery on the interior. Ottawa, they are playing this one a lot smaller, and that is going to allow UCF Knights to slowly get involved again. They're wanting to capitalize on this like a third party here. She wants me to Duka. Also, I got to add 15 minutes to the time. 9:25 remaining. All right. 9:25. 9:25 going for the subathon. Let's keep this one up. Hello, Lewis. Lewis, what do you think of Ottawa? Lewis, look at Ottawa. I think these guys stink, and that they're gonna get wrapped. But they're doing a good job right now of making sure that Colorado State doesn't get the pressure on them. Lewis, that's a pretty intense opinion. Do you think Ottawa's gonna like that? Vast BCL, thank you for the follow. University of Houston here. 1-3 double down. The BvC, the Oklahoma roster.
Skinny Duro, we got this.
right. He didn't like that. He's running away. He's playing with his lives instead. Hey, still, Oklahoma, love to see the return. They are all the way out of zone, though. Granted, a quick click and a knock down towards that southern side could be success for them in terms of the distance. LATC Diamond, South Nazarene, and quite a few of these rosters are going to be playing in that Heights area already. Fisher College, they have just gotten themselves recovered. As we take a look at the kill feed, SNHU. Oh my God. There's no way. I don't see him dead in the kill feed. We're gonna pop on over to Fisher because that's where the action is. But I think St. Clair Saints successfully just did that. UPRM will be finished. That's literally, that is a fraudulent. Oh my God, they're still alive. Yes. I just saw it on the map right there on the eastern side. St. Clair Saints. They actually rat this one out. Oh my God, SNHU, they are there for the exact same building. St. Clair, I don't know if they'll be lucky the second time around. We'll have to take a look and see. That was Ottawa too? No. Ottawa's not in this lobby. Oh, you mean you, Ottawa. You, Ottawa. Yeah. I mean, you know what's crazier? SNHU. Not finding St. Clair either. They run past the same building. St. Clair, I have no idea what kind of chug they're on tonight, but they absolutely know how to just fucking slink their way to success. Rusty and Abezi ratting. Mount Vernon Nazarene, the next team. Oh, that tactical might give them away. No! I like how he closes the door. Why did you close the door? Oh my God. Alright, St. Clair has been found. Mount Nazarene will snuff the roaches down from their hidey hole. Another chase ahead here for Mount Vernon. And I don't know if this time around St. Clair will be as lucky. Kennesaw State straight into Oklahoma are saved. Long distance shots. Limbox is on the other side of this equation here. And God Christ, I would love to see the triple take land. Finally, are saved, picked off there on that last shot from Limbox. It is just BvC also still getting shot out there as that zone will force BvC in here. I can imagine on a round 2 close, though, you can at least stand on that zone for a bit. The problem is, there's not a lot of options for where to go. Still, Big Beam's back. There we go. Kindly Monkey finishing off OU. Colorado State walking in on the other side of that wall, musking him inside the Galleria. Ottawa maybe getting chased out. Fisher have taken to an evac play. They're going to oob on top of this one. Dom with the lifeline passive. That is unironically a strat and a half. Thermite grenade finds 2. 81 a ticking beam. No knock yet as the gas will be mean. There we go. Another wall bounce for the drip and dive. A knock on the loon. Dom is almost completely blown out there. Golden though, re-knock. Ottawa deleted. That is your lifeline recovery. Kennesaw here. They could easily come in, but they have allowed Dom to get set back up. That is a third party that they have not managed to snuff out. Shit. All right, well, Kennesaw, though, kindly Monkey on 1 tick of health. The Nox gas grenade misses. He misses the Nox gas grenade. Fuck, bro. Everything that can go wrong is going wrong. And there's the crack from Dom with the G7. The man who wasn't even in the fight previously. Kennesaw now, point blank and shot out from all angles. Golden with a knock on the limb box. Elixirs full thirsted. And for Fisher College, you are now taking off your primary competition here. Remember, Kennesaw had finished second place 2 times today. They are the closest in terms of success. Kindly Monkey running this one out towards the other side of zone. I mean, Colorado State, they have got you here. I mean, blood in the water, and they are sharks out on the hunt. Kennesaw, you got to keep this one running all the way to energy break. The only saving grace is that here comes Fisher for another chunk of KP. Big breaks on the Sparrows. They will run past this ultimate. Slothulus looking for the final damage necessary. One more drill, and he will let the drill finish the job. Small guys here, no longer available. The Maggie ball to blast on through. Able to find the big bonk. Sloth, another drop. Fisher, you have to wonder where the rest of their pressure needs to be applied. Golden with double Sparrow ultimates, but it's really just to zone them out here. Long range wingman shots. Looking at Current Mud. My man takes aim and finishes the job there. It isn't going to be the full wipe on to CSU, though. They are able to find... Oh, never mind. The rat was just playing on the corner. So, 9 squads remaining. Fisher are disgustingly in the lead here. They're going to wrap that one out towards that eastern zone, and they have that entire building themselves. Everyone else, though, they look like chaotic little ants. Headless chickens. Nowhere to go, nowhere to decide. South Nazarene and LATC Diamond, at least they get to play from the literal high ground of heights. But everyone else, it's just a question mark. 48 and the tracking from Jetpack Gremlin is not going to be able to set themselves up. And Fisher, they don't even set up on building. They're sending a duo out here. They are separate. Dom to crack. Hetty's available. There's Psycho knocked, and that is the best member of SNHU picked off here. There we go. Point blank nods. A singularity will try and be blasted. The nade is clutch. Dom for the extraordinary heal. Lifeline v lifeline there. The full peak and the burn as well. That's going to be LATC Diamond obliterated here from Fisher College down below. South Nazarene still up above, and SNHU were allowed to get this reset off on Psycho. Mount Vernon Nazarene down towards that southern side, and shout out to Kennesaw State. They were left as a solo and have been able to put themselves back together. So the chance for second is actually still very much alive. 150 up. Big ol' 150 there. Looks like Fisher's getting into the tussle for the muscle against South Nazarene. A full thirst on to Death Strider. Lando Bando and Electrics. I mean, they got high ground, but Fisher, I mean, you're one bad crack away from this roster full sending you here at any given moment. That is the Fisher style. That is how these birds swoop in and find their prey. Little Hetty, ego it out. Dom didn't find the shots this time like they did on Psycho, but now with that height no longer available, I mean, you are lining up. Free KP for the Fisher boys. This bird is hungry, and they will find Electrics picked off here. Slothulus chasing this one out for the Remnants. A beautiful tracking there on South Nazarene, and now they'll lay this one into SNHU from up on high. A little dive to the low ground there, and Dom actually does take a knock on the complete wipe. Sharpie, quick for recovery on this Newcastle. That is going to allow them to keep surviving. Beautiful re-knock from Slothulus up above. There we go. SNHU Blue eliminated. Fisher College, they got to stick this revive, but is oh so close to Kennesaw here and these other rosters rotating in. St. Clair, by the way, shout out to them. They are still ratting for the end game. And Fisher are back into it. Rusty, solo dolo, the last rat alive in this lobby. Fisher up on high, Kennesaw in that building ahead, and Muskingum, and yes, our winner of last game, UCF Knights, playing that western building. Honestly, we have the 3 best teams in the lobby, right, directly here. UCF Knights, they'll hang tight here on the very, very side, and this is actually going to prevent Fisher from starting the fight against Kennesaw. A Nox gas grenade expended here, though, nonetheless. Kennesaw, they have all the time in the world to just back off. Not quite sure why the Nox grass is utilized, especially with the round 5 closing in. I feel like the Nox gas grenade would be so much better applied to a tighter choke than that, because all Kennesaw have to do is just back off. So, Fisher College, struggles on the eastern end here. They do have a position into zone, but they want to start the rotate forward with at least some amount of KP. Musking him. They are looking to hold off Fisher for as much as they can. I can't believe Fisher are pressuring this building as much as they are. And they will dive on by. Fisher will walk right past Kennesaw. If Fisher do not die here, this is absurd. There they are, building ahead. Kennesaw now looking from their domicile. Here they go, a Nox gas grenade pumped in return, and that is how you use a Nox gas grenade. Flush them out, put them in a do-or-die situation. Now, Dobju cracked. This is why he plays the lifeline. There he's got the ultimate. There he's got the quick res. Kennesaw picking the hard light. A Sparrow ultimate from Golden in return, as they will be double knock drop. The lifeline ultimates are the only reason Fisher are still up there. UCF will get the thirst, and for some reason, Fisher just did not. I do not. I mean, I'm very glad they die there. That gives me the confidence to understand this lobby does know what they're doing. But there's no reason Fisher couldn't have just walked into Muskingham. St. Clair Saints, last remaining member, found by Muskingham, somehow, some way, is still alive behind the other side of that wall. The Vert Nade, unable to find its purchase. Instead, even the Knuckle Cluster, not much more of a success. Somehow, St. Clair Saints has some level of voodoo magic that allows Rusty to thrive. Kennesaw, UCF Knights. Point blank, Kennesaw still stuck on the interior. UCF Knights controlling the entire outside of this zone. And this is tough. There's the knock from Kindly Monkey onto ear, though. That will pressure UCF back and gives Kennesaw their opportunity to rotate in. If Kennesaw face a knock here, this could be a Muskingham dub. A little slide through. That will be enough to bamboozle Sloshy Medusa. One remaining member for UCF, and no one from Kennesaw has died. Still have to be so respectful here. Kindly Monkey, full of thirst. UCF now down to just one remaining member. The gas traps are burning, and they're sticking a revive late onto Sloshy. It will be Sloshy's former gas trap that gets the knock onto Elixirs here. There's the port up on high from, I believe, Rusty of all people. Yeah, Rusty gets shot out there from that cash port. There we go, Muskingham, the only full three-piece roster left in the equation. Unless Kennesaw got their revives off, it is all the time in the world to punish. It's a beautiful thermite, a big break onto Kennesaw on the other side of zone. That'll be it for UCF Knights, and it is Muskingham's game to lose here. One wayward Mirage will try and thrive in the chaos ahead, but the gas traps still define themselves upward. Plant and Burnt Mud, though, are ticking low. Plant is traded. Burnt Mud is sniped. And Kennesaw find their first dub of the day. Damn. Snuffed out by the Caustic gas trap. The Caustic comes in clutch there from Limbox. Holy shit. My God. You are Caustic. You are, in fact, Caustic. Here we go. A congratulations to Kennesaw State on their dub. KSU! KSU! All right. You took a honey pack before the stream? No. I honestly couldn't sit down at that point, all right? What would I do? What would I do? Congratulations on Kennesaw. They've had a couple of second place finishes, and it is a well-deserved win at that. It's still not enough to overpace Fisher, though, with 25 kills and a 5th place finish. Fisher College disgustingly walk away with the highest score of that game. Everyone else, why do we even talk about them? Muskingum, UCF Knights, SNHU, they at least have double digits on the board. SNHU with the 3rd highest KP that game. But realistically, this is a race. Board in the back fell off one side. No, I could see that. I could see that, you know. Donnie. Fucking asshole. See? Doesn't like you. Doesn't like you, dickhead. All right, there we go. L board. Bro, I subbed into this lobby, but I was the only crash, so they didn't even restart. Jayhawk, my dinner time goat. Oh, shit, you be eating Jayhawk's ass at dinner? Understandable. Fisher College in the lead, 141 right now. 76 for Kennesaw, off of their recent dub. Finally, a much more acquainted position for them. No one can keep up with Fisher's KP, but hey, at least Kennesaw do prove that they are the 2nd best team in this lobby. UCF Knights at 56 points, Muskingum with 25, and the race for the top 4. I mean, LATC Ruby could have one damn good game, and they could be in the top 4 right now. That's how bad the disparity is here between the rest of these teams. All right? So, everyone else who gives a shit, Caustic will be banned going into this next game. I did ask you guys for Fisher, over under game 4, 4.5 revives. Dom only had 3. 3 revives for Dom on the lifeline. Had they survived that final fight, hell, we might have seen more. So not as many as you guys think. Final, let's see. Okay. How about this? New prediction. Who wins? All right, we've seen 3 winners today. Is it KSU? Or let's put Fisher first because they're like the most common. Is it Fisher, KSU, or UCF Knights? Or someone else? All right, 4 options on the board. 2 minutes to get your bet in. Will it be one of our top 3, or could it be a new winner on the day? God damn it, that was my entire house payment. Johnny, I'm sorry. We do not care. Let's jump back in game. 2 more to go, and this time around, we will be saying hello to Olympus. I know you guys love it. You know what you love more? The fact that St. Clair Saints are down to un remaining player. Un remaining player. Okay? I think I'm at 534, so. All right. Let us see how things will be. 20 squads remaining, and Fisher is to be the team that chases on tridents here on Olympus. They don't give a shit about who be pimpin'. Instead, it's going to be crimpin' on their style, Fisher. Those bitches are already at their trident. For those who didn't watch yesterday with Fisher Esports, when it comes to Olympus, they have one simple strategy. Jump in the trident and crunk on that shit, okay? They're already gathered and ready, and they are going to run through the remnants of these teams every step of the way on that stupid trident. Because that's how they choose to play Olympus. You know, my hair doesn't look that great. 1 second, guys. Alright, I wiped my hands, we're good. Gotta get that shit off of me. If Mount Vernon Nazarene don't think this is Fisher, then they don't think at all. Fisher College, they don't even have Slothulas anymore. They are a duo right now. I don't know if Slothulas didn't connect or just the fact that we don't have time. Northern Arizona wiped out. Oklahoma will wipe out SNHU. And honestly, guys, even as a duo, Fisher should be able to beat out the rest of this lobby here. Sloth had to go. There you go. No more Sloth, I guess, for the rest of the day.
Let's see where it takes me.
I'll tell you right now, that doesn't mean they're out of it. KSU with a wipe on the LATC Ruby, and almost every one of our big teams has found early pickups. LATC Diamond, double knocks against none other than the UCF Knights, a high-quality roster. UCF Academy Black will be wiped out. The Knights roster, they're just down to Ur and the FaZe here.
Every little choice changes.
I mean, this is insane. I cannot believe we're seeing as much fighting as we are this early. UPRM versus Ferris State. They already had a couple of knocks down in their first fight against Muskingum University. That'll leave just Plant to run away. Wherever Ferris State is, they're probably down below. Looks like Mount Vernon Nazarene just lost out on one. Here comes the Trident from Dom to Cracked. You know what? It is what it is. A double wipe and a Mount Vernon deletion here by the duo. That is Fisher Esports. They got another 3v2 ahead of them there because the third parties just never quite stop when we talk about Fisher Esports. UPRM, I cannot believe I'm saying this, but they are still on whites. All right, Plant not much better than himself, still running this one away over towards the Arcadia.
Let's go that
I mean,
way.
UPRM, they're not going to get that chase off. Ferris State and Kennesaw, they got themselves Oasis as a whole. Everyone else, you know what? They look like they are more akin to where the zone is polling. CSU, Dominguez Hills, Sleep King, Static, Goose. Struggles ahead here. Colorado State sitting on triple blues, but hey, good snipes out on the side there. Looks like KSU are going to finish off Ferris State in that kill feed. Turbo and Mikey getting dropped in the Oasis areas. Oklahoma, nice rotates, like I said, on to Colorado there. Yeah, Ferris State wiped out by Kennesaw. Let's take a look at South Nazarene and the mess that is Gardens. UCF Knights and LATC Diamond. Looks like they've already lost out on one. Could evolve into more. Oklahoma, they're trying to finish the fights that have started here. They heard the shots earlier. You know what? That's going to be BvC at least getting the knock on to Goose for CSU. Dominguez here over towards that northern side. Sleep King gets the trade onto Arcade. And the follow through from Interceder is going to result in the knock, but it requires the rest of the BvC to finish the job. It is going to be one tick of damage that sets it in stone. And for Colorado State University, you could wrap right back in this. North Park, they just got to drop onto Joe Shack and hi, Fisher. Dom to Cracked. Dom to Cracked. He's gonna make sure you're Dom to Stacked. North Park wiped out entirely by just Dom to Cracked there. I know Golden puts down damage too, but the 3KP, it's Dom to Crack's first to be Kennesaw State University. Right here on the side, UPRM getting climbed up from both sides. Killa very, very low. A full drop to the bottom, and that is going to be Kennesaw with a knock of one. The rest of Kennesaw here to capitalize on the easy damage found, and UPRM, they don't even get to breathe. Muskingum and Fight Night. Kennesaw up there. Fisher coming through from the Energy Depot. I mean, that doesn't even, that shit, I don't even know if that exists anymore. Yeah, power grid. Gravity engine, they will make their way through. Most teams are towards this zone. For a squad like Oklahoma, though, they do find that one rat in Abezi here for St. Clair Saints. So congratulations to them. Abezi not as hidden this time around. Ottawa and Houston kind of housing themselves in the best position in the zone. For Houston, this is the prime place to be right now, okay? I mean, you've got yourself hook, line, and sinker for success. Meanwhile, Muskingum University unable to get the resets they wanted. Kennesaw with the knock on to Ivy. One remaining member here for Muskingum, maybe to run out towards the turbine. You can see the full sand, and it's just going to be thirsting. They're unable to find the rest of that Muskingum roster, and I guarantee you, yeah, already chasing this one away all the way towards the States. Kennesaw will look for it, but it ain't a guarantee. U Ottawa versus Houston here, potentially. Nah, they're just going to stack. CSU, they finish off the LATC Diamonds, and UCF Knights could look to third party this. They've heard the shots, they've heard the blast. FaZe is up to that high ground. Slow ascension to the fight ahead here. Is stuck in zone. Remember, the longer you take here, the more that does tick against you. Sloshy Medusa and Yurk covering the rotates out, and there's a port set up for now. Piercing Spike's a really good decision to stop the rotation here for Colorado's recovery. And yeah, Catalina caught out almost immediately here on that rotate. Colorado State, they're going to try to spread them wide to survive for this end game here after a couple of those full thirsts. We'll see if the full chase ensues for the UCF Knights. Yeah, Rimic is the last remaining member here, and I mean, no, you're screwed. The minute I see someone who is stopped on their run, that means UCF Knights are going to catch up, and that means you will die, okay? I mean, it's not even about UCF Knights, it's just Apex. The minute you stop, right, that team will full send you. So Colorado State University likely to be found here. 8 squads remaining. It will soon be 7. U Ottawa and Houston still in Bonsai Paradise. Fisher. It's up to Tom to crack, but as a duo, as silly as they could be, you know what? The Sparrow Ultimate Trident. It's a tale as old as time, guys. You know, it's a classic. It's a classic move. Guys, the way they play, you cannot make this shit up.
Come on.
UCF Knights, Oklahoma, Houston, Colorado State, Kennesaw, and I believe one member of Muskingum. U Ottawa looking here. Loon brought down low. Stop throwing nades. Stop throwing nades. It's not worth it. You got one nade off, and I'm pretty sure it was your Rolling Thunder. Faustus Festus. Stick on to Loon potential. Oklahoma will get sniped out by the inner cedar drop. This is Houston overlooking this from up on high here. U Ottawa surprisingly able to get that reset off as they're going to use that Sparrow ultimate for defense. Let's take a look at Kennesaw because they will turn their attention to a resetting Colorado State. Big beams down. And, I mean, the Sparrow ultimate ain't quite enough there. Finally does find Small Guy. There's the knock on to Rimic. And with one remaining member packed away, Kennesaw State University, they're playing for the dub here. Oklahoma out towards Solar Array for their recovery. The UCF Knights not far away. Here's the problem. Kennesaw, they've just showcased the minute you go for a reset, they will be there to capitalize. So the minute Oklahoma pull this off on Solar Array, I guarantee you Kennesaw is going to look for that.
Thank you.
Shout out to Muskingum. They were down to a solo, and oh, hey, look, Kennesaw. This goddamn game is a horror. Here we go. Kennesaw into the interior. The full chase ahead here. There ain't no Fisher, so Kennesaw has had to take their style. Surprisingly, it will be Oklahoma able to get themselves set back up. The Trident Send doesn't actually get them on top of the rest of the lobby there. And now Kennesaw getting shot from the side as well. This is not a secluded 3v3 that they would have wanted. Now, big problems for Oklahoma. With 22 seconds to go, they are going to have to decide where they choose to get in zone here. Kennesaw has got them gate kept, and now they're going for the full send. A dive, a Sparrow ultimate. Limbox is blistered there. Big beams there from Elixirs to take it to a 2v2. A quick invisible heal. Kindly Monkey up on highs. Elixirs will get full thirsted. Oklahoma now has the advantage. The aggression comes back to bite Kennesaw, and our winners of Game 4 are now running for their life here. One final burn would do it. Oh, and Kennesaw somehow is able to get out of this situation. I mean, there is banners just ahead there. It could be what they need to survive. But, I mean, we're just going to have to wait and see. All right. UCF Knights. A couple of shots. I mean, Houston, this position on high. Granted, I gotta see the zone pull, but I mean, controlling the height and bonsai.
Open supply bin over there.
Even, okay, so the zone does not pull to Houston, but I will say this. Getting to control your drop from that height is critical. You get to pick and choose who you land onto, when you do it, and who you wipe out. The fact that UCF and U Ottawa are both here is not great. But all Houston needs is one good crack, one good heady, and they get to wrap right behind the competition here. Oklahoma, they're going for that chase, musking him towards their northern side. Kennesaw, they are able to get the revive off. Now they are getting pressured back. A little blast away here. Muskingham's got this one trained, but the double pad with the blast leaves them to safety. Muskingham, sadly, even though Kennesaw just resetted, I mean, this is the prime opportunity for them to take every chance they can get.
Let's go here.
Well,
We're not alone.
UCF's going to get a drop onto Oklahoma, and that could lead to the death of OU here. Another knock on the O save. The Sparrow ultimates to tick your life away. Trying to jump onto that secondary height there for Oklahoma. The UCF Knights, I mean, the only saving grace that they need to deliver is make sure that Oklahoma doesn't get a rotate out of this one. Yeah, they're stuck in that corner. KSU will face a knock of one. The UCF Knights, they do find that residual member there, and the rest of the UCF team, I mean, they got Interceder picked off. 2v1 situations. BvC up on high. Try it. And yes, we'll find the knock, but needs to get the recovery. Alternator burns. No! One damage would have done it. The shield swap now from Sloshy Medusa as Oklahoma go down. Kennesaw, they got their own problems ahead here. Oh, the Mirage. The Mirage trickery. You Iowa, are you fucking idiots? Oh my god, shot out from KSU on either side now. Loon is not the member you want left standing. That will be the Kennesaw wipe. They will fate, I mean, they are in zone, so it doesn't matter, but oh my god. You Ottawa, led astray by the Mirage clone and the Mirage revive. Kennesaw now, snipe out. Gonna try to stick this one with the Mirage again. Coming in clutch there. University of Houston, though, like I said, U Ottawa rotated forward. Houston gets to come out over on the side. UCF Knights gave away their height here. It is Houston's game to lose. KSU's got the drop onto the phase there. Limbox and Kindly Monkey trying to pepper where they can against UCF. And remember, Houston is a full three-man trio to finish the job. A couple of burns around the back. And Houston, they should get these full thirsts, or at least force you to the low ground where the kills will be plentiful whether you like them or not. Shout out to Sir Garson. Full thirst, and that's it. Kindly Monkey with the rest on the Muskingham. Houston above, UCF and KSU below. Two winners previously, but Houston looked to crown the Cougs as a new one. Nice catalyst wall. This splits the fight into Houston's favor. Sir Garson with a one. A wrap around the back, a piercing spikes for delivery. Double and a crack from long bottom. There's the full knock and wipe. Houston now in a 3v2 advantage against the UCF Knights. The UCF Knights, your best chance to win that game was 10 seconds ago. Houston have already walked up to height. They already see your evac play. They know you're about to set yourself up here, okay? That Kraber is the one saving grace in the FaZe's hands, but the year is already shot back. Houston have taken no damage. There is no Kraber shot available. Houston quickly are crossing, and from either side of the pincer, the Cougs will take game 5. I mean, seriously. Now, shout out to Houston. They were able to pick up some KP there. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. Congratulations, by the way. No one picked someone else, but that was the winner. Johnny, I know you're proud. Here we go. Refresh on the day. Houston with the dub. They will overtake Muskingum and Oklahoma. Miles can't wait for the Sac State game. Both for these nuts is my favorite player in all of Octane Collegiate, and Miles is my favorite high guard streamer. Little do you guys know, I'm big on that Miles high guard gameplay. He doesn't know. He doesn't know I watch the high guard streams where his game looks like literally Play-Doh, but I mean, I like him. I like high guard. I'm a big fan of high guard. I put down 1,000 damage and I yell at my teammates, but I love high guard, okay? It actually looks like complete trash. It really does. But hey, frame rate's frame rate. Hot trash? Yeah. Hey, congratulations to Houston. They are still behind Kennesaw, UCF Knights, and yes, Fisher College there. One game to go before we get into contenders today. Miles, you're going to have to wait 30 minutes. Okay, you're going to have to wait 30 minutes. We're still finishing up the last game of College Apex with Fisher. You know Fisher. It's got legends like Dom 2 Cracked, Golden. I mean, you don't know Slothulus, but maybe. But Slothulus is on there. You know, Kennesaw's looking good. Elixir's Enlightened, Limbox, Kindly Monkey, all kind of playing around there. You got, 45 points that separates them from Fisher, who already took the dub today. And yeah, the rest of this lobby, who cares? So, the other lobby, just a quick check-in. Cumberland is in the lead there. Shout out to that. 110 with 77 KP. Southern Mississippi was overtaken at some point. Minnesota State Mavericks with a dub. Texas A&M with a dub of their own. Everyone else, Purdue, they're at least somewhere in there. Shout out to Kansas State University. Cosmic Frostic, Yamio, and J-Specs. 19 of their 28 points. Sure. But hey, they're beating CSU Fullerton, who is a duo. Oh, by the way, CSU Fullerton is a duo, and they're 7th. And they've had a 2nd place and a 7th place. That 2nd place also came with 2 KP. They've got 4 kills as a duo. And, by the way, 26 points. There's a 2nd Fisher roster? Oh, hey, Zach, Ronte. Oh, good for them. Zach and Ronte were Slothula's original teammates at Fisher. So I'm actually happy to see them kind of playing Apex again. They're not doing well today, but hey, I like them. All right, folks. One last game of the day. And we're going to jump on over to A versus C in Contenders League after this game. For those who don't know, A versus C, they're going through draft right now. I don't really care about draft. Draft is fucking boring. Is Sac State in this lobby? Miles, I'm sorry, bro. No Sac State. No Bofa for you, buddy. I love you, but there's not going to be a single Bofa. We'll take like a 10-15 minute break. Maybe a little caffeine break for Zephyr. Actually, Zephyr can get a caffeine break right now. Well, we're still getting into game. I'm going to go quickly make some caffeine for myself. I'll leave it on the game. I assume you guys will get great coverage. Great coverage while Zephyr's away. All right, guys. I'm back. Whoa. This tastes like a Jolly Rancher on steroids. And we're going to take a look at one impeccable game on steroids ahead here. It's none other than the start of Game 6. I'm going to have to, by the way, I am going to have to restart stream after this. That is totally fine, and I hope you guys understand. Blue. Yummy blue. All right. Last
Sniper
game
stuff
of the
here.
day for
Level
College
2.
Apex, and then we jump on over to Contenders for another 6 games covered by yours truly. For our winners of game number 5, University of Houston, they got the threat of Kennesaw, the revenge arc of this team. A full thirst on to Sir Garson. I'm not even sure where the rest of Kennesaw are. I mean, that's just a massive fuck you from Kennesaw State. The rest of that team could very quickly rotate for Houston. They got a couple options to get their teammate back up, but Kennesaw will know where you are, and they will send you. So, not much to say there. We'll see how that one develops as time goes on.
Aki, over here.
Cyber, I will in fact be streaming Contenders League. I'm doing groups A versus C. Okay. My cat is distracting me. All right. Northern Arizona will be wiped out by Colorado State in that kill feed. Do I know if the other lobby's getting streamed today? It usually is. I don't know the official streamers, but it usually is.
Black market here. In the mood for some shopping?
UPRM. Double cracks found. I don't know if it's going to lead to a knock here. Yauchin and huge shiny forehead. I mean, they are low, but Ferris State are just as quickly able to get themselves set back up here on the exchange.
This way.
Awesome. My marker.
Let's see what's up over there.
Johnny is streaming it, but he usually streams it in Spanish. All right, SNHU full send from Oklahoma.
There's one right here.
I'm sorry, guys. It takes a lot to do all these games in a row. There's not much to say more than you, Ottawa, as a duo. Shit, Boston Festus catching Kennesaw quite easily here. Still stuck on the low ground. They can make this work. Boston Festus is going to drop this one back. Point blank. Finds the wipe again, but Elixirs with the knock on a blue circle with one remaining member there around the back. You, Ottawa, gets wrapped and wiped here by the Kennesaw team. They did a great job to punish out some of these earlier rosters here. South Nazarene University, punishment is their name, punishment is their game, but for LATC Diamond, what hurts more than a diamond? Taxes. Taxes hurt. I don't know how that thermite bounces back as aggressively as it does. It had to have been a one-on return. For South Nazarene, they're just as confused as I. LATC Diamond, the same to be said. They both just walk away from it. They walk away. They throw their hands up in the air and they say, way-o, I'm going way-o. All right.
Hostile right here.
Couple of beams from Muskingum University. Ferris State, Pure, and Mikey. They just barely got this revive off. They can have Fisher come on back in here for a third party if they're not careful. Couple of knuckle clusters from the other side. Turbo is back into the equation, but Fisher College is here as well with the try. We're gonna pop on over to CSU Dominguez Hills because shit on a brick. They got themselves Sheila for Sheila. Drop on the small guy. Colorado State now stuck with nowhere to go. Low ground is the place they will call home, but CSU Dominguez Hills. Come on, big boys. There we go. Polino with a knock of their own. Goose with another drop there. Finally, one remaining member for Colorado State. A point-blank alternator reload, and thank God Dominguez Hills gets that wipe because that would have been absolutely terrible if they did not. Now, Muskingum gets to walk out. I don't know if I get to say the same for Fisher. South Nazarene and LATC, I assume, have been on this shit for a while. North Park will get finished out as the Diamond roster with a knock on their end. You're hoping the port play gets them to safety. Simply Farms just might not be available to take it there. South Nazarene, quick to look, but the Rolling Thunder will slow them down. T-Baller able to get that full thirst off, and now South Nazarene gotta pay some respects. UCF Knights are coming from that northern end, and they could play them out here. For Fisher College, even as a duo, they're always to chase the KP. That will be a nice loba around the back there as LATC Diamond does get finished off. Pure. The problem for Pure here is I think that was their last syringe, or close to their last syringe, and that's definitely one of their last med kits. For Ferris State, try as you will potentially be wiped out by no choice of your own. UCF Knights here. T-Baller. That was the member of South Nazarene that we saw got that kill earlier. Could have gotten the reset. And, yeah. 3 syringes left there on the interior. And Fisher College, they're not going to let you go for free. All right. At least you are a Loba, though. So we're going to get a couple of reset recoveries on the banners. Maybe even a little bit of heals to sustain for Kennesaw. They're looking for the KP to keep them in second overall. Major cracks from Limbox there to triple break on the shields. Mount Vernon with one knock on their finisher. That's going to be Elixir's pumped on back there. Big breaks, big tracks, though. Alternators drops, and with one remaining member, Mount Vernon Nazarene will go out in 11th here. UPRM is not far away, but for CSU Dominguez Hills, they're oh so closer to the likes of Oklahoma. Already double knocks down, and for BvC, cleaned and reset Reezy. That'll be a nice follow from Kula 109 alongside it. Thank you so much. You take us to 1,987 followers. It's huge. It's massive. We are 13 followers away from 2,000. Do you guys believe that? 2,000 followers. I should do a giveaway. I should do a giveaway for 2,000 followers next stream, honestly. Twitch tends to round up for some reason. I'm not actually at 2K followers.
We should go here.
Well, UPRM chases ahead as St. Clair Sonics got the rotate from the other side of Kennesaw there. Elixir's is actually low. And Khalil, holy shit. A drop from St. Clair Saints now is a duo. Oh my god, Limbox almost gets burned out there. It's a great recovery from the Octane. Huge damage there from Khalil again. Punishing Kennesaw. That is the forced back rotate from KSU and St. Clair as a duo.
I'm here.
I mean, they need to capitalize on this before it actually comes back to bite them. Finally, Monkey is not here. Oh my god, that would have been the perfect time to wrap. Instead, St. Clair Saints are going to get full thirsted, and that will be the end of them. Dom 2 Crack gets a knock on to Ivy against Muskingum, and as a duo, you've now evened it out. UPRM has the perfectly set up Watson fence line, and you know what? That's as good as it gets. St. Clair Saints, you had your chance. You know what? You had your chance, buddies. Right there, that is going to be utter decimation. Limbox does get dropped, though, by Ferris State on a reset, and shout out to Elixirs for being on the other side of this rotate because that at least finds the drop onto Turbo. A quick invisible revive as Ferris State. They are completely separate. Mikey is still playing this one all the way back by the power. And for Kennesaw, well, all three are back up. I mean, it's not much to be said. Everyone still has to rotate this one all the way into zone. UCF Knights, South Nazarene, and CSU Dominguez are the only ones who are actually in zone here. Remember, this is a round 3 close. It does begin to hurt. You do begin to take some serious damage. Mikey with a knock. Mikey, finally, it is burned by the ring. Pure is still alive, but Pure is completely separated now all the way by UPRM and Fisher College by the gravity engine. Does look like Fisher College still trying to pressure on UPRM as a duo.
Got a bad guy.
I mean, for South Nazarene, T-Baller and the rest. They had a fantastic couple of damages there, but I mean, not much more than that.
I ain't letting you die. Not till we've won.
Give me Fisher. Give me Fisher. Give me Fisher KP. Give me Fisher KP. Yay, Fisher! Right. At this point, Kennesaw, they really should be able to beat Fisher as a duo, but the beam back there might spell otherwise. Still, they don't have to get super stupid. Just take your time. Yeah, you got Golden, Knock Dog, Drag out there in the center. Kindly Monkey, Limbox, Elixirs. This should be easy. The drop from Dom to Crack. The full send from KSU finds one on the other side. Golden with the burn onto Kindly Monkey, but tackled from either side. It is going to be the KSU wipe. 4 squads remaining. Ferris State are stuck as just one in zone there. And hell, Kennesaw even sees this. UCF Knights, Kennesaw, CSU Dominguez Hills. Those are the last full 3-piece rosters. There is Ferris as a solo, but I can't promise you for how long that'll last. Pure was tracked out, and you can see the shots reaming past the headline there. Un, dos, tres. Who will survive here to place?
Rebel spotted.
No, not sub only.
We have a problem, and there they are.
Enemy over there.
All right. I would love to see Kennesaw pick up another win on the day.
Let's go over there.
Maybe even UCF Knights. We'll see how it goes. UCF holding out a little bit against Ferris State there. That will be Sleep King getting the knock. That is actually CSU Dominguez Hills. I don't know where UCF went, but Kennesaw will be pushed back as we take us down to our final 3. Remember, the minute any one of these fights breaks out, the third party's who wins the game here. So, big beams out, a dive onto Static. Kindly Monkey will be wiped. Sleep King is knocked. That's 2 members eliminated here, and UCF are the only team with a full 3-piece left alive. Static sitting on just a tick of health as the revive is coming through there from KSU. Kennesaw back up, but really no better. Elixirs, another re-knock. I will watch live. Hilarious name. Thank you so much for the follow. It's UCF Knights game to lose, folks. Sheila is out in hurling, but it might as well be vomiting. There we go. A nice chunk of damage, but a Kraber's knock from Kindly Monkey will take UCF down a peg. Trying to get that full thirst off as Kindly Monkey has to spare some change. And here's the full thirst. Kennesaw can't do this now as a duo. Limbox is going to get the revive off. UCF Knights want to play this out similarly. They're going to run this back. Elixirs is in play. CSU Dominguez, sadly. I mean, we're going to get a possible 3v3 finish between the UCF Knights and Kennesaw, but for Goose, I mean, at least able to dodge the Kraber exchange. There's Elixirs back on the footy here. CSU Dominguez is stuck underneath that building right there. And there's Sloshy Medusa also coming back in play. I mean, at this point, just let Goose die to zone. I mean, he's going to try to rotate this one out, get a little burn on the backside. A 3v3 ahead here. KSU versus UCF. Kraber in Kindly Monkey's hands. Last time around, it punished UCF and gave them the opportunity to win this game. Will it deliver them to a dub? UCF looking for their own snipes on the other side. Slashi Medusa also still on blues, believe it or not. We're talking straight arenas, a reload, elixirs to start peeking this out. They're not fooled by your Mirage clone. Come on. Come on, Kylie Monkey. Shit, we are just glazing the head here. God, Monkey, come on.
Contact your target.
I mean, one good headshot would be the difference. FaZe is going to get spotted, though, in the meanwhile. Elixir's going to drop in a trade. A 2v2 now. Limbox and Kindly Monkey around the backside. Limbox looking for this peek, and they could set the revive up. The FaZe is also crawling back as it's hit by Kindly Monkey's Graver. Shot from the other side. It is now Kennesaw's game to win. Kindly Monkey low, though. A reset coming through. Sniped out from up above. But Slashi Medusa could play for a re-knock here. Big beams around the backside. It is still a 2v1, and oh my god! Blank Barrage! The invisible barrage from Kennesaw State to take them to dub. It is a jump scare. Holy shit.
We have our Apex champions.
Talk about a form factor finish there. Congratulations to Kennesaw on their second dub of the day. We tried. Hey, you tried. Let's get one last refresh before we jump on over to Contenders Division A versus C. Fisher will finish the day at 159. Almost the Kennesaw comeback. The biggest prevailing difference, though, is the 88 KP. I will say, though, you did have Fisher playing the last two games as a duo. There was never any real chance for Kennesaw to come back. I mean, you're realistically Fisher were going to win that as a full three-man force the whole way. You got lucky that they got to a duo. Still, 140 does prove that Kennesaw are a excellent roster. UCF Knights, I do want to point out, fantastic placement themselves. Only one win, but managed to really show up there on those last two maps. Had a very, very bad start on Storm Point. The top 10 cutoff, by the way, is at 18 points. There's U Ottawa right on the edge. LATC Diamond did surpass them. There's CSU, DH, Muskingum, Oklahoma, University of Houston, down below the cutoff. Psycho, SNHU, Ferris State, St. Clair is a pseudo duo. They were really a duo all day long. UCF Knights Academy Black, Mount Vernon, South Nazarene, UPRM, North Park, North Arizona, LATC Ruby. Yeah, I mean, those check out. Guys, it's just the beginning of College Apex, but it is the way it goes. So, quick refresh on the other lobby. Cumberland will win the day at 146. Southern Mississippi, only 53 KP. This roster just never quite catches up. Minnesota even overtakes them there. Had they had a better last game, truth be told, they might have actually overtaken them completely. Texas A&M, fourth place finish. There's Purdue. CSU Fullerton does make their return. They're a duo. That's just offensive. CSU Fullerton as a duo, sixth place. There's KSU, Kansas State, by the way. University of Nebraska, St. Mary's, SNHU Yellow, Louisiana Christian University, Champlain College, UWRF, Fisher College White, University of New Haven, Seneca Sting, and the Purdue University Club. So, talk about a close cutoff at that. We are going to be moving on, though. We got maybe a little bit of a break here for about 6 minutes. USM on a bit of a fraud watch. USM is on a bit of a fraud watch, guys. I hate to say it. They are not looking good here. They had one win with 32. I mean, the rest of this is still good, and they're better than the majority of these teams. But I'm not really considering USM as like creme de la creme, tippity of the top anymore. They're doing better than Bellevue right now, that's for sure. But Cumberland, right now, Cumberland and Fisher are the two best rosters in Collegiate. I think Fisher is better than Cumberland, just because Cumberland, if Fisher takes the game seriously, I mean, that's like the difference maker right there. Fisher doesn't take the game seriously, and they perform as well as they do right now. That's the terrifying thing. Fisher are doing this good, and they are not taking it seriously. They play as duos. They leave matches. They ride around on a trident and put a Sparrow ultimate on top of it. You know? It's a different world. Anyways, let me get a couple things updated here. We do have the next matches ahead. 6 games of Contenders League. Welcome, folks. We got day 2 coming on board here. I'm going to update the links in chat real quick, the commands. So you guys have these. I will edit them. Here we go. Update. 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 All right, the links and commands in chat are officially updated. I'm going to unpin this message. Might have to give it a second to revitalize. There's the pin. Yeah. Scoreboard, it's leaderboard, coach. I mean, I could add scoreboard, but I'm just adding different variants of the word. All right. So, Contenders will start here in a second. I am going to restart the stream because I need to change the titles. I need to change the titles on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, etc. That's why I have to restart it. If it was only Twitch, I don't have to do that. So, all right. Sleep King 97 from CSUDH. All right, give me 2 seconds. I will be right back. I'm gonna mug the guy who framed